Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Cabinets Feed and Seed pregame show. I'm Tommy Wood, along with David Burkhalter. We are at week 6 of the high school football season at Volunteer Stadium tonight as Central Clay County takes on the Marbury Bulldogs. Last week, we had a week off, David, and you talk about it, it was kind of a good and bad story for having a week off, really.
Yeah, the midweek point, I mean, it's a great time to take a week off, recharge your batteries, get players that are injured, get them healthy, do a little, extra training work on them. People like Clay Tuck, who's a vital part of the defense. Right. He sat out against Tallahassee, had an injury to his, I believe it was his shoulder. Hopefully he'll be back this week and rejuvenated after that week off. Unfortunately, we're coming off the best game that we've played this year in Tallahassee. I thought offensively, defensively, at every aspect of the game, we had a great game against Tallahassee. Hopefully that momentum, though, will carry on throughout that extra week of practice that we got this week and into tonight's ball game.
We're back into region play, and, of course, if you're wanting to play in the playoffs, you got to take care of the region matchups tonight. Marbury comes in as a Region 3 opponent, and next week no one has to tell the Vols, but a big matchup against Beauregard, and that's really both of those teams tied for first. What are some of the problems that you have when you got a big game like that coming up next week? Marbury only 2-4. They've given up a lot of points here in the last few weeks, and it may take a while to get the Vols' attention on this team that they're facing tonight.
Well, Tommy, when you're playing a region matchup, you can't overlook anybody. I mean, Marbury, they're 2-4. They have some fairly good athletes out there. We should win this game. I'm just going to be honest with you. This is a game that we should win. But the way that we've played in the past, we can't overlook anybody. We got to come out here tonight, take care of business. Put Beauregard in the back of your mind right now. Yes, they are one of the best teams in the state. Yes, they're ranked in the top 10. But we can't think about that right now. Let's take care of business tonight. And as soon as the ball game's over, as soon as that whistle blows in the fourth quarter, we'll start thinking about Beauregard and getting ready for them.
Last week when we were in Tallahassee, to me, that was, as you said earlier, one of the best performances we've seen all year, probably the best. And you look, it was also the most spirited. This team was feeling very confident. And tonight, that's an opportunity, in my eyes, to get more guys, more confidence, to get some guys to really be able to do some things well. And so I think tonight is a huge night for the second half of the season.
I agree, Tom. Tonight's homecoming, so if you can't get fired up for homecoming, I don't know what's wrong with you. Yeah, I think we played our best game of the year against Tallahassee last week, and I think that started with the line of scrimmage. Offensively and defensively, the line of scrimmage did an outstanding job. Some games in the past, they've been a little outmatched, they've been a little overmanned, but against Tallahassee, they did a great job of handling that Tallahassee offensive line, handling that Tallahassee defensive line, and making some good plays down the road.
As you can tell by the sounds in the microphone, a very windy night high atop Volunteer Stadium. We've had some rain off and on throughout the afternoon, misting rain just before we got up here, so we're hoping it'll keep us dry for the next couple of hours. As we continue in a moment, we'll continue with the Cabinets Feed and Seed pregame show right after this.
You may know them from high school, from the local grocery store, or even your own neighborhood. These local teens have embarked on a new journey, one that begins at Southern Union State Community College. Visit suscc.edu/journey to see the life's journey these students have planned. We believe that you have an amazing journey ahead of you too, and Southern Union is the perfect place to begin at an affordable price close to home. Southern Union, where the journey begins.
Young's Drug Store has proudly served the citizens of Lineville and the surrounding areas for more than 50 years, providing fast, friendly service. At Young's Drug Store, you're more than just a number, which is why we strive to always greet you with a warm hello and friendly smile. Young's Drug Store offers a convenient drive-through window, prescription compounding, vaccination services, and after-hours emergency availability to better serve you. Young's Drug Store now even has the convenience of viewing and refilling your prescriptions online at youngsdrugstorellc.com. Young's Drug Store, located on Highway 9 in Lineville, 256-396-5632.
First State Bank is a community-owned bank established in 1971 with a mission to be the bank for all people in the area with a primary focus on good old-fashioned customer service. First State Bank has convenient branches located in Lineville, Ashland, and Wedowee. Since its founding, First State Bank has continued to grow and keep up with the banking industry changes in technology to give its customers the best service available, such as internet and mobile banking. First State Bank, here to make dreams come true for people just like you.
At Cabinets Direct, we strive to provide top-quality products along with professional and courteous service. As a family-owned and operated company, we have over 40 years of combined experience in cabinetry sales and installation. We offer a wide range of cabinetry with fully customizable options. We also use only locally made products, keeping our money in our community. For more information, give us a call or visit our showroom. Cabinets Direct.
For over 35 years, Dairy Delight in Ashland has been providing the area some of the best of your favorite comfort food. From the best burgers around to their famous hot dogs and chicken fingers and sandwiches, even the pickiest of eaters can find some great food at Dairy Delight. And never leave without getting one of the hand-spun milkshakes, banana splits, or soft serve ice cream just to top it off. Visit Dairy Delight on Highway 77 North, just off the square in downtown Ashland, to discover what everyone's talking about and become a customer for life.
Are you sure we should take this billboard down?
People find out State Farm does car loans as well as they do insurance. Our bank is through.
Good point. Grab an edge.
Look, there's two guys on the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
No, for real, there's two dudes on the State Farm
Borrow Better banking sign.
Gentlemen, please get down from the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign. Phil, get the hose.
Okay, he's getting the hose.
All right, let's go.
Want to borrow better? Contact State Farm agent Mike Coleman about a car loan that can save you hundreds.
The best Mexican dining experience around is found at Monte Alban Mexican Restaurant. Real authentic Mexican cuisine and atmosphere awaits you at Monte Alban, with great specials on popular dishes such as the pollo asado and beef or chicken chimichangas. Choose from select dinner or lunch combinations, and you can buy one and get one half off. Want to celebrate your birthday? Get a free drink, meal, and dessert when you dine in. 2 convenient locations on the Court Square in Ashland and on Highway 9 in Lineville to serve you.
Welcome back once again, Cabinets Feed and Seed pregame show. I'm Tommy Wood along with David Burkhalter. We're at Volunteer Stadium. Again, it's week number 6. The Volunteers taking on the Marbury Bulldogs here in just a few moments as we get you set again on the Cabinets Feed and Seed pregame show. You talk about Marbury, David. You talk about a team that opened up with a couple of big wins, looked very good after 2 weeks, and a lot of folks thought that maybe the Bulldogs had turned the corner, but the last 4 weeks have really been tough.
Right. Well, I mean, they're in one of the toughest regions in the state, in my opinion, here with us. But Marbury, their problem has been the defensive side of the ball. They don't have a very good defense, to be honest with you. They've given up an average of 54 points a game over the last 4 games. And if you give up 54 points, you're not going to beat anybody. I mean, it's like we said during the break, unless you're Auburn last year, you're not going to beat many people giving up 54 points a game. So they've got to be able to stop the passing attack, running attack that Central's going to bring them tonight. Hopefully they won't be able to do that. But offensively, they're a 50-50 team. They like to throw 50% of the time. They like to run 50% of the time. They do like to get in the spread a little bit, and we'll get to see them throw it around a little bit tonight. You and I had a chance to watch them out here in warm-ups. Quarterback, the lefty, good arm. You see some weapons that they have offensively, but they've been unable to really put it together in the last 4 weeks, and so that continues to be their struggle. Let's talk about Central a little bit, and I think you and I, last time we were together, Dawson Taylor was our player of the game from the defensive line. It could easily have gone to Zach Horn because to me, he really stepped in for the injured Clay Tucker. Right. Let's talk about what that can do for the confidence of the defense and also for the depth as well. Well, you hit a nail on the head there, Tommy. It's confidence, knowing that if you get tired or if an injury happens, you got somebody that can step up and take that role and be just as good as the starters were. And Zach Horn did just that when he had to fill in for Clay Tuck. Fortunately, we have Clay back. Clay's a great football player. He's a hard-nosed football player. He's the leader on that defense, and tonight I think you'll see him step up and fill in where he's been missing. But like you said, Zach Horn, he's going to be able to fill in if we have any gaps. The thing that I do want to highlight, though, you mentioned it, Dawson Taylor and that defensive line, they looked great against Tallahassee. You know, Tallahassee's a team that likes to run the ball majority of the time, and when that's the case, you got to have a defensive line that's able to step up and stop the run. They did just that last week. We're coming off in my opinion, our two best defensive games against Leeds and against Tallahassee. That's what we have to have for the remainder of the year tonight against Beauregard and throughout the rest of the regular season on into the playoffs. We got to have a defense that's able to stop the run and not give up big plays, and that's what we've done for 2 games.
And really, and you and I were kind of tough on the offense from the Leeds performance, but last time we saw this team, first play from scrimmage, touchdown to Davin Flanord, and let's just focus on the quarterback. Ben Street looked like a totally different player, and in turn, the offense looked like a totally different offense.
Well, the offense is going to go the way that Ben Street goes. You know, we have had some problems with the offensive line. I think that they've sort of fixed that by adding Dawson Taylor and some of those defensive linemen in a rotation type position there at the tackle on the left side. But I think our offense looked good against Tallahassee. It's getting its timing down. It's getting its flow down. The key to that offense, we've been living off the big plays. We've got to be able to have some long, sustainable drives. We're either going to score right now we've either scored on a big play or we have to punt or we turn the ball over. We need those long, 10 plays, 80-yard drives if we're going to be able to be successful in the future.
So tonight, again, a chance to increase that confidence and to add some points and really to get some players in the ball game. We really feel like the Vols may have an advantage. We'll say that going in. But, again, you got to get out here and make it happen against the Marbury Bulldogs because this is a Region 3 matchup, and it's going to go a long way toward who's playing in the playoffs as we wind up the season. That'll do it for your Cabinets Feed and Seed pregame show when we come back. It's time for the Southern Union Kickoff. It's Vols football right here on WAXC TV.
For over 30 years, Tallapoosa Ford has been your family-owned auto dealer for hot trucks and SUVs. Now they're raising the bar even higher. The Ford F-150 has been the best-selling truck in America for the last 38 years. And the hot new 15s are hitting the scene, and Tallapoosa Ford and Ford trucks are #1 for a reason. America's best truck, combined with our award-winning service department for the region's best warranty work and great maintenance and service.
Hello, this is Jeff with Tallapoosa Ford. Ford trucks have led America's truck sales. Come by today and get your best deal on America's best truck. We don't want all the business, just the opportunity to earn yours.
In a world that's ever-changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities. Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a 4-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
Cabinets Feed and Farm Supply on the corner of Highway 280 and Quarry Road in Sylacauga is Central Alabama's complete feed and farm supply headquarters with full feed lines for horses, cattle, and pets from Purina, Nutrina, and Pennington. And if you're gearing up for hunting season, make sure to get all your clover and deer mixes. Need more space or own your own hunting club? Find full lines of Cotton State buildings at Cabinets and free delivery for 50 miles and relaxed financing. Get all your land, farm, and feed needs from Cabinets Feed and Farm on Highway 280 in Sylacauga.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, fly your own highway, we'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
Visit any of these area Marathon Station locations.
Lineville Health and Rehab in Lineville, Alabama has a staff and has had a staff of caring folks for years. If it has come that time in life for that person in your family to look at the possibility of going into a health and rehab facility, you have a choice. You have a choice to choose, and the fine folks at Lineville Health and Rehab would like to take this time to invite you by to meet them and them you. Caring folks that care for you and your family. You have a choice. The number to call is 256-396-2104.
No matter where your day takes you, A water heater from Blossman means a reliable hot shower when you need it.
Here's the deal. Standard tank propane water heaters for only $99. Free installation.
Red's Catfish Cabin in Crackford, Alabama is adding tailgate specials just for you. Hot wings, mile wings. You can buy 1 or 200. Get with Larry and the crew at 256-354-7705. Now, they're still going to have that delicious catfish that they're known for, sweet tea, which they're known for, and everything else. If you've never eaten at Red's Catfish Cabin, I want you to go today. That's in Crackford, Alabama.
You see the captains making their way to midfield. Here it is time for the Lineville Health and Rehab coin toss. Of course, Lineville Health and Rehab proud to sponsor the Central Volunteers, their family, caring for yours. And again, thanks to their sponsorship. You see the captains meeting out there. Casey Jones also out there. It looks to be Ladarius Zachary, as well as Tyler Smith and number 50, and that is Neil Anderson, as they meet the Marbury captains out at midfield. And David, as we said a little bit earlier, a little bit of rain, misting rain on the way over, and as we came in, we thought we may have, again, a shower throughout the broadcast, but right now, I'll knock on wood and say that feels pretty good right here. No rain and just a good, cool fall night.
Yeah, Tommy, it's turned out to be a pretty night, and hopefully it'll stay that way. I think that, it doesn't really give an advantage to either team. We both like to do sort of the same thing, where we both like to throw and run, so, works out both ways.
And the thing about it, too, is, you look at it, you may have heard the wind during the last part of our opening, and right now it's kind of died down just a little bit, but we expect the wind to be kind of hit and miss throughout the night.
Right.
It could be windy for a while and then settle in, and that's kind of what we expect. But again, back in action. Good to be back on the press box and getting ready for high school football here in week number 6, and a lot of teams playing region action here tonight as they will battle here. The Volunteers now entering the stadium. You see them come in. I think the Vols want to get off to a quick start tonight, David. I think that's huge. As you see the blue jerseys, only worn once before, last year a loss against Tallahassee, and had someone a little bit earlier say if they lose in the blue jerseys tonight, they may have a bonfire next week with the blue jerseys leading the way.
Well, I really hope they don't, Tommy, because I got to be honest, this is, even though it looks a little bit like Ole Miss, this is my favorite uniform that we wear. I like the dark blue and the red striped gray pants there. They look really good. So hopefully we'll come out with a victory tonight, and we'll be able to wear them again in the not too distant future.
Volunteers will be kicking off. It looks to open the game. Actually, looks like we may be receiving. I was focused on the blue jerseys and everything else. Not sure who won the coin toss, but it looks as if the Volunteers will be kicking off from left to right, and Ben Street with the football. So Volunteers will be kicking off. Let's take a look at your Marbury offense as we talk about it. Again, kind of a spread look. Braden Baggett, the sophomore quarterback, 5'10", 175. Keyshawn Palmer in the backfield with him, 5'9", 190. A couple of sophomores there, and I think that may sound familiar because the Vols, again, sophomore tailback and quarterback as well.
Very similar here, Tommy.
Along the front line, Landon Blankenship, the center. He is 6'1", 225, a junior, plays center. And the guards, Thomas Smith, 5'11", 215, a junior. And Inbred Lowry, 5'8", 225, a sophomore. Also at tackle will be Titus Booth, 6', 305, a senior. As well as Caleb Winningham, 6'5", 240, a senior. Also look for Brandon Wilkes to play some at wide out. Streets kickoff is deep, hits at the 5, rolls. They're going to have to pick it up at the 1-yard line. Had nobody deep, get to the 10-yard line, now find a gap to the 20, cuts it back and then hurdles over a defender, brought down at about the 26-yard line, stopped by Jennings. It'll be first down for Marbury.
That was a good tackle there, open field tackle by Jennings. The thing was, though, we should have had him pinned deep. He had a good return on that. That was a great kick. They didn't have a return man deep. They had 2, and they brought him up to about the 15-yard line. So when we kicked it deep and it stopped on the 1 there, that was a perfect kickoff for Ben Street that time. Unfortunately, he found a little seam there and picked up some pretty good yardage on the return, but good open field tackle there by Jennings.
Bulldogs come out. 2 wideouts will go to the right side. Hard to pick up their numbers. I'm going to go ahead and tell you this is going to be fun. Deshaun Clark comes to the near side. Baggett with the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back, looking down the middle, throws it, got his man. The catch is made. 40, breaks the tackle. 45, comes near side. Got a long way to go. He cuts it to the 35, and he'll go down inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. The catch on the outside for Marbury is made by number 83, and that is Sutton. A huge play for Marbury to open up the game.
Well, it's the exact opposite of what we did, or the same thing we did last week to Tallahassee. Open up the game with a big play there. That was a great throw by the quarterback. A blown coverage that time. We were in man. He just let him get a step on him and was open. He made a good throw and catch.
Baggett looked over the defense, made a great throw down the middle of the field.
It was a great read by the quarterback as well. That's something we're going to have to watch tonight.
Baggett alongside Palmer. 1st and 10, steps back, quarterback draw. Goes to the left, he's going to be hit and spun down, loses it out of bounds. On the stop, it is Malik Dart in there at nose guard. A loss on the play. A flag comes in from the far boundary.
That was almost intentional ground, and I think they said that the back was out there, but that's something too needs to be careful of. Is great defense there from Malik to get the pressure on, and hopefully he can keep that up for the remainder of the game because it looks like they're going to come out and throw the ball a lot tonight. So got to get some pressure.
Illegal procedure against Marbury is declined. Brings up 2nd down. Let's talk about the Central Vols defense. Zach Horn in there alongside Tyler Smith. He gets to start at linebacker. Malik Dark at nose. Dawson Taylor at a tackle. Casey Jones also at a tackle. You got Jacob Led over here to the near side. Also in the secondary, it is Flanord Zachary. Also on the outside, trying to pick up the number across the way. Yeah, that is John David Morgan, DJ Ford at safety. 2nd down and 10, no gain on that last play. Motion man shifts to the right. Rolling, stepping back, now throwing it. Going to be high, picked off. That's going to be Zachary. Ladarius Zachary will cut it inside. He is going outside the 40-yard line, spins and goes out to the 45.
He didn't have a choice but to pick that one off. That hit him right in the chest. I don't know if that one slipped out of the quarterback's hand or if, maybe he just made a bad read, but he threw it right to Ladarius and worked out well for us. I was a little worried after the initial throw. He made right on the money, but that one there sort of put me at ease a little bit. That wasn't a very well thrown ball. Hopefully we can capitalize on that turnover and get some points on the board here.
1st down and 10, Volunteers at about the 43-yard line, going left to right. Ford is out here all by his lonesome. Secondary for Marbury, not at all set. Street, quarterback keeper left side, pitches it back. Bad pitch, but picked up by Peoples. Peoples brings it close to midfield. We'll give him a gain of about 5, brings up 2nd and 5.
There's 2 things I noticed on that play there, Tommy, that we were able to block them on the edge on the left side there and picked up a couple of yards after on that little speed option there. And number 2 is if they're going to leave that guy on DJ Ford out here isolated one-on-one, that's something that we're going to capitalize on. I'm sure that the offensive coaching staff here in the booth saw that and be watching for them to dial up something deep here in just a few minutes to DJ.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Motion man is Flanord to the near side. He'll turn it up. Street is back. Going to flip it long down there for Flanord. Goes up and
what a catch.
He catches it and breaks a tackle. Goes into the end zone. It is another play by Davin Flanord. Oh my, what a catch.
I can't believe that he caught that one because I don't like I said earlier about the Marbury quarterback. I don't know if that slipped out of Ben's hand, but it's a little slightly underthrown. Davin comes up and he does exactly what you want to see a receiver do. He catches the ball at the highest point, takes it from the defender, and takes it in for the easy 6. What a catch there. That's exactly what you want to see a receiver do. Go up and catch the ball at the highest point.
Davin Flanord, 50-yard touchdown reception. Extra point by Harry is up, and it is no good.
I think we may have had a little problem getting it on the tee that time.
10:24 left here in the first. Central jumps on top 6-0. 50-yard touchdown pass from Street to Davin Flanord. I talked to Davin a little bit earlier this week. Told him we needed another opening play like the last week, and instead it was a second play from scrimmage, so we'll take that.
In the pregame, Tommy, I talked about how we've been living off the big plays, and, there's another big play. But, hey, if they're open and you can take them, take them. I mean, you don't necessarily just want, I guess, to have an extended drive, but we just got so much big play potential, I think, out of Davin and DJ and Cameron that, it's hard not to get a big play. Yeah.
That was pretty much in double coverage, but Flanord climbed the ladder and got that one. Time for a Southern Union kickoff. Of course, you can begin at Southern Union and go absolutely anywhere. Southern Union, proud sponsor of Volunteer Athletics. Quan McKinney to kick it off for the Vols. Return men really not respecting any kind of kickoff, standing out at the 15-yard line. Keyshawn Palmer to the far side. McKinney's kick this time is a short one. They'll field at about the 16-yard line. To the right side he goes and returns out across the 30 to about the 31-yard line. That's where Marbury will start, first down and 10.
All right, we started the defensive series off last time with a good throw and catch from the Marbury quarterback and receiver. A little slightly blown coverage there on the man-to-man protection, but this time we saw that I think they threw it all 3 times last time. Be ready for some passes. They're down 6, in a team that's been getting beat by a lot of points. They're going to want to get on the board, so be prepared for the passing attack here from Marbury.
First down, Bulldogs. 2 receivers come to the left side. Baggett, shotgun look. Takes, left side, too hot. Tried a little hitch pattern on the far side, and as we mentioned, he's got a great arm. That time just a little too hot for the receiver to handle.
Well, I don't know if it's just the start of the game that he's just got to get warmed up. We saw him earlier in the warm-ups. He was doing a pretty good job of hitting his receivers. That time, well-ran route. He would have picked up some yards on it, but we had good coverage over there. So, we're not in bad shape at all, even if he does catch it.
Second down and 10. Motion to the left side. Back is Baggett. Quarterback keeper got running room. He's to the 35-40. Chop down there. Good play. That is going to be Smith on the hit, as he will come up and lay a pop. Stop the gain for about 4 yards. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Well, that's a designed run from the get-go. That's a quarterback draw. He fakes the pass. They've thrown it the last five plays. So he drops back, fakes a pass, and takes off running. A great open field tackle from the guy. Really the only one that would have prevented him from getting the first down there, the linebacker Tyler Smith. So good job there making a good open field tackle.
Couple of split outs either way this time for Baggett. Motion man comes to the near side. He'll run the option to the left. Tucks it under. He's going to be drilled there. Casey Jones rides him down at about the 39 on the option. It'll bring up 4th down. Marbury got to punt it away.
A sign of a very well-coached player there, number 23 that time, Lett. He could have tackled the quarterback. That's not his responsibility. His responsibility is the pitch man, the man that the quarterback's going to pitch the ball to. You saw him just ignore the quarterback that time and take the pitch man out of the equation, freeing up other people and to make that tackle. So good job there by Lett.
Jennings back to return the punt. Standing at about the 25. High snap over his head. He's going to go back, try to get it out of there. He does. And will kick it out of bounds on the far side. Lands in row number 6. But again, the high snap. He did good just to get it out of there. And the Vols come up with another big break.
Well, now we see, I don't know if it's the wet ball or what, but we see we might want to dial up some pressure on a punt return that time. I was watching in the pre-games. The snapper didn't do a very good job at times during the pre-games either. So dial up a little pressure. We might get one block tonight. But here, we get the ball, a chance to capitalize and put some more points on the board. Go ahead, 2 touchdowns. That's what we need to do this game. You said it before the game started about we need to get out here and take control and score early. That's exactly what we have the opportunity to do here.
2 split outs come to the near side as Street will load up the shotgun. Peoples to his right. He'll take it, give it to Peoples. Peoples with a little gap, lowers his shoulder, takes the pile forward close to the 40-yard line.
Good hard-nosed run that time from Cameron. I thought he might would have bounced it out and decided to use his speed out there on the outside, but he cut it up and picked up some good yardage that time. That was a good play.
Call it about 6, and we'll say 2nd and 4. 8.5 minutes left here in the first. 6-0. Vols on top. You see the First State Bank score there on the screen. Bunch set, comes to the near side. Street facing 2nd and 4. Quick pitch out here to Peoples. Drops it, now picks it up. Picks it up again, and he's going to have to take a seat. He'll lose a few yards as he just could not get the handle on the football, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Well, that's what we can't have, Tommy. That's what we've been doing at times during the season that'll stop drives. We've been making some really poor mental errors, and that's exactly what a fumbled ball, a loose ball is a mental error. You got to watch that pitch all the way into your hands before you take off running. First drive, it was a bad pitch from the quarterback, but Cameron caught it and made a good play. That time he should have caught that one. Watch it all the way into your hands before you take off and try to make that next move.
Big 3rd down and 7 here for the Volunteers. Street will take it, drop back, throw it out there, caught by J.T. Burns. Burns lowers a shoulder, dives, first down.
Good throw, good catch that time. That's one thing we've been able to do pretty consistently this year is those little time and hitch patterns there. Got sure-handed receivers. Ben Street gets the ball out there to him on a rope and right on time picks up the first down. That's what we needed.
Tell you what, J.T. Burns, a steady receiver. If it's
is.
close, he pulls it in. And tell you what, he and Flanord all season have just been sure-handed.
Yeah, exactly.
Wishbone look for the Vols. Forward out here, man-to-man coverage, press coverage. Pitching it back, that's going to be to Heflin. Slips through the first defender, but not the second. No gain on that play, brings up 2nd down and 10.
Well, they dialed up a little pressure that time and brought the outside linebacker up. Our back on that side that's supposed to be blocking, he's got to be able to get his head up in time to see that there's a blitz on the way and pick that up. And then the back that has the ball needs to be able to run off that block. So, that's something we might want to work on throughout the rest of the night is picking up those blitzes and running off those blocks.
2nd down at about 11 yards after the half-yard loss. 3 wideouts come to the near side. Street back to Burns again. This time we kind of jinxed him a moment ago.
Yeah, you jinxed him, Tommy.
That time Burns could not haul it in, and now it's 3rd and 11.
Once again, it's the same thing that Cameron did on the pitch. He was trying to run before he caught the ball. You got to catch it first. That's the main thing, catch the ball. After you catch it, then secure it tightly where you won't fumble. After you secure it, then you can make that next move and get to the next level. That's it. That's what good receivers in college ranks and pros, that's what they do well is catch, secure, and go.
3rd down and 11. Volunteers more than likely in 2-down territory here. Movement. That'll pick up 5.
Makes it a little more manageable on this 3rd down.
Great job mixing up the snap count. That moves it forward. So 3rd and 11 instantly becomes 3rd and about 5.5. Very quiet crowd here tonight.
It is. I don't know if it's the weather or a little chill in the air. Got to get used to this cool weather, Tommy.
Shotgun look for Street. Quick pitch to Cameron. Cameron gets around the corner. A lot of running room. 20, 15, 10, 5. Give him 6 for number 6 with 6:20 remaining.
I don't think there's been anybody in the history of Marbury football that could have caught him once he broke free there. You saw the defense trailing, and he's just too fast for him. I knew that was going to happen eventually sometime tonight, is that once he found that open space in the outside there, he was going to make one good move and be gone, and that's exactly what happened. So big play there from Cameron Peoples. We go up 2 touchdowns, and you got to feel right now, Tommy, that we're sort of in control of this ball game.
In control of it early.
We'll go for 2, it looks like.
There's a group that has brought the baby powder
tonight.
Yeah, I keep
smelling that, man.
My throat is really not a fan. Street rolls out for the 2-point conversion, flips it up there, catch is made. There's 2. The catch made by Lacey as he'll pull it in. It's 14-0.
That was a good play right there. Good, very well ran route. Good catch, a good throw. That's something that I want. That's a pass that I want to see us do more because once we get to that wishbone, people automatically start thinking run. All that was a little waggle pass. You fake the power to one side, and he rolled back bootleg, naked bootleg, and he could have ran that one in. He chose to throw it. Good throw, good catch. We'll take those 2.
Senior Blair Lacey pulls in the 2 here on the homecoming night. Volunteers go up 14-0, 6:28 remaining here in the first. Good start for the Volunteers. You look at it, they want to get off to a quick start. 14 points here in the first half of a quarter is a great beginning.
Yeah.
McKinney to kick it off, Southern Union State Community College. Bringing you the kickoff. Of course, you can start there and go anywhere. McKinney, last time kicked and landed somewhere around the 20-yard line. This time, a little better. 15, 20, 25, running up into a pile. Now bouncing outside, and out to about the 34-yard line goes the return guy, but great coverage that time, and that's going to be Josh Smith bringing him down. Marbury starts 1st and 10 at the 35.
Well, there's not really much negative things you can say right now about the way we're playing, but, I like to be a critic when I can, I guess is the way to put it. we got to do a little better job of covering those kickoffs. There's been times where I felt like we could have had him, we could have stopped the guy returning the ball for a little bit of a loss, I guess. But he's been able to bounce out of those piles. We got to hit those piles hard. If you're one of those big guys on the inside of a kickoff coverage, your job is to go down there and bust those piles up.
Handoff up the middle, nothing there. Good defensive pressure. That's Malik Dark. And it looks like he and Tyler Smith combined for the stop. No gain, brings up 2nd and 10.
You got to feel like right now, Tommy, that this defensive line has been able to sort of hold their own or dominate or whatever you want to call it right now. And that's why they hadn't really ran the ball as much, is because they know that our defensive line is doing a really good job right now. So expect more passing out of Marbury, I think. They hadn't really been as successful with that as they did to start the game, but we'll see how it goes.
Shotgun look, Baggett takes the snap, steps back, looking down the middle again, throws it, almost picked off. Coverage by Zach Horn. And it's knocked away, brings up 3rd and 10.
That's very similar to the play they ran to begin the game where they picked up a lot of yardage. That time he tried to force it in there. The difference in the start of the game and that play there was that this time we were in zone coverage. Zach Horn did a good job dropping back exactly where he needed to be in what we call the little hook zone. And also our safety there on that side was back there in double coverage. So he tried to force that when he's lucky we didn't come up with a pick.
As excited as Zach Horn gets, if he intercepts it, he'll lose his mind. Baggett again, quick hitch. It's going to be knocked away. Good play, Jacob Lett, to break that one up. The pass was good.
Yeah.
Lett was better as he delivers a shot and pops it loose. 5:33 left in the first.
That's good coverage by Lett there. Even if he catches the ball, he's tackled before he gets to the sticks, which is exactly what you want out of that play. You can give up 5 yards there. You just can't give up the first down. So Jacob was in great position to make the play and hit him. Good shot there. Knocked the ball loose. Good defensive play.
Jennings back to return the punt once again. 4th and 10 for Marbury. This time low snap. He gets it. Rugby-style kick.
Good punt.
Going to kick it away. That is a good one. It's out of bounds across the way. Volunteers will start on their own side of midfield. When we come back, it's 5:26 left here in the first. 14-0. Volunteers lead over the Bulldogs. This is Volunteer Football on WAXC TV.
Service, selection, quality, and value is hard to find all in one package, but the all-new JD's Tire and Lube Center at the old Foshis location in Alex City delivers. Get full service at the pump with JD's no ethanol fuel and diesel fuel. JD's Tire and Lube offers any brand of tire you can name with professional installation and fast turnaround. JD's does all your vehicle maintenance work, and you can always expect great service on all we do at a price that delivers value. JD's Tire and Lube in Alex City is the total package for all your vehicle needs.
At Cabinets Direct, we strive to provide top quality products along with professional and courteous service. As a family-owned and operated company, we have over 40 years of combined experience in cabinetry sales and installation. We offer a wide range of cabinetry with fully customizable options. We also use only locally made products, keeping our money in our community. For more information, give us a call or visit our showroom. Cabinets Direct.
How do I know if my baby sees well? What should my preschooler be able to see? How quickly can a child's vision change? How old is old enough for contact lenses? What is macular degeneration? Is it inherited? How does diabetes cause blindness? If you've got questions, we've got answers. See Dr. James Poole and Dr. Ernest Champion at Family Eye Care, 329-8400. Check yearly, see clearly.
Want a personal car buying experience? Come by Kia of Auburn and see us. We will find you the exact vehicle that you're looking for. Want leather seats or sunroof? You got it. Red, black, or white. The choice is all up to you. We will find you the car of your dreams. You can own a 2015 Kia Sportage LX for $25,183, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by today at 1687 South College Street or shop online at kiaofauburn.com. War Eagle.
Southern Pipe and Supplies, serving Clay, Tallapoosa, and surrounding counties for decades. Not just a great store for plumbing supplies and service, but a showroom and salespeople to help you with your decisions on brand names like Delta faucets and customized shower systems. Make sure you pick up your heavy-duty and well-insulated K2 coolers. Southern Pipe and Supplies, located on Dable Road in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4235.
Remember when riding a motorcycle meant thinking different? It still does. Star Motorcycles. We build it. You make it your own. Make a Star your own now.
Visit Yamaha of Sylacauga on Highway 280, 256-245-2255, or online, yamahaofsylacauga.com.
First down and 10, Volunteer Street. Shotgun look. He'll take it, leave it on the right side, looking for a gap, and out across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. That is going to be Jennings on that carry, as he will pick up about 3.5 yards, brings up second. We'll call it 6.5.
That's a good play there. That's a zone read that we've ran time and time again this year, and it's one of our, I think, bread and butter plays because we have a stable full of backs that can run it and a quarterback that can run. So expect to see that this week and next week when we play Beauregard. That's something that's going to continue for the rest of the season.
Second down and long. Street with the shotgun. Leaves it up the middle, running room, and that's going to be Heflin for a first down out across the 42 to the 43-yard line. First down brought to you by General's Cafe, the best cooking in the country. Downtown news site as they bring you that first down, courtesy of Marcus Heflin.
The offensive line is doing an outstanding job of getting a good surge forward. They're blowing their opponent off the ball. It's creating lanes for our running backs to hit. That's what this zone blocking, which is what we do. It's about creating lanes, and that's what they're doing right now.
Handoff, Peoples breaks it back to the left side. Stiff arm, in trouble, breaks through, breaks 2 tackles, and he'll bring it out to about the 48-yard line. Looked like not a much there, and I tell you what, a good run by Peoples to get out and get positive yardage gain of about 5.
He's such a good back. I mean, he's got a stable full of talents there. He can run, he's got speed, he's shifty, but he's also got a lot of power, Tommy. He's got strong legs, and you see that there when he's hit. Makes that initial contact. He keeps his feet moving. He keeps churning those legs and picks up that extra yardage. And, you know, when you play a really good team, that's something, every inch counts, and that's something that I really like to see from him is churning those feet.
Second down and 5. Quick hitch on the outside. It bounces. Caught by Ford on the bounce, but brings up third down and about 5 now.
Well, that play was open. You just got to deliver the ball out there to him. Once you get the ball in DJ's hands, there's no telling what he'll be able to do with it. He's so athletic. Get the ball out there to him. You know, I hate to keep saying that, but next week, and I'm not looking forward, Tommy, but next week we're going to play one of the best teams in the state. That's a play that could work for us. That's a play that could work on anybody. We just got to be able to deliver the ball to DJ.
You need all the weapons you can get.
That's right.
You get ready for next week. Again, couple of split outs, now 3 come to the near side. Third down. Street is back, looking, throws it out. It's going to be caught by Ford. Ford slips down just as he was about to make the move, but it's good for another first down. Brought to you by General's Cafe.
All right, give 21 credit. He made the tackle, but had it not rained a little bit earlier today, he would have been going for 6 there. DJ made a great move, and I think he even, I don't know, shook himself out of his cleats, I guess, but he's shifty, he's big, he's strong. We get the ball to him, there's no telling what he can do with it.
Yeah, I don't think that the defender was quite ready for what was about to happen there. First and 10, Marbury showing pressure. Hands it off to Jennings, got a gap. Jennings bounces outside. He may go 30, 20, down the far sideline, inside the 5, and finally caught and brought down at about the 4-yard line. J.J. Jennings on another first down.
Well, I'm going to give credit that time to the pulling left guard. Didn't get a number, but it was the pulling left guard that time that sprung him. That's almost a trap play there. We pull the play side guard and run it back that way. He picked up some good pressure from a blitzing linebacker that time and sprung Jennings for a good long run. Safety took a good angle, got to get in that end zone.
First down and goal from about the 3-yard line. Game clock is rolling.
This gives us an opportunity to work on our goal line offense.
And it is the wishbone look right here. Street will take it. Handed off right side and chopped down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, that time the exact opposite of what I've been talking about has occurred. They were able to get lower than us and get a little bit of a surge up the field. Caused a little pile there, and we had a running back flip that time. So got to get a surge off the offensive line there. Got to get some momentum forward so that our backs can punch it in.
2nd and goal from the tee. Try that again. 2nd and goal from the 2. Wishbone set back behind Street. Goes to Jennings left side. Nothing.
Same thing, Tommy. They were able to get lower than us that time on the defensive line, and they got the surge. It's all about getting that initial momentum when you're playing this goal line offense and defense. Whoever's the low man usually wins, and you got to get up the field there. You got to get a little penetration defensively and a little surge offensively to get that line moving in your direction and be able to make a play. We haven't been great on goal line offense this year, especially when we're in the wishbone. And you can see that Coach Aaron, he's a little upset about it, it looks like.
You know, as I look out here, it looked like that offense coordinator Joby Burns ready to go to the spread look.
Yeah.
And as he started to send the players out, Coach Aaron called timeout and got the line together, and he is exhorting them very strongly, we'll put it, out there in that huddle.
That's a good way to put it.
And I think that you're going to see the Vols stick to the wishbone, and he wants to see this team punch it in.
Well, you know, Tommy, I'm going to shoot you straight here. I'm going to be honest with you. We've got this game in hand almost. I know it's early. We're only up 2 touchdowns. You got to feel like we're in control right now against this Marbury team. Now, they can throw the ball, so that's something we can't ever count them out because they like to throw it so much. But this is an opportunity for us to work on something that we haven't been the greatest at, and that's wishbone goal line offense. We like to go to the wishbone. We like to need to get a surge. And when we play a good team, that's something, if we get down this far, we've got to punch it in. Or, we're going to go home with a loss. So you get in your lines grilling, you tell them, hey, look, you got to do this, man. This is not an option for you. You got to be able to do this.
Street throws the fade out there to Flanor too high.
Davin, he's one of my favorite players out here. He's got great hands, but he ran that route wrong. You got to have faith that he's going to deliver you the football. He sort of stopped and was expecting that one to be a little short. You got to run the route that you're assigned to run, and you got to have faith that your quarterback's going to put the ball where it needs to be.
4th down, Volunteers going to go for it. Blair Lacey comes back in.
I wouldn't mind seeing that little waggle pass.
That's what I'm thinking. Ball on the far hash. It's 4th and goal from the 2. Wishbone set behind Street. He's got Ford out here at the boundary. They'll run the sweep, and a flag comes in.
Flags on the field.
And it's going to go against the Vols, and Central's going to have to kick a field goal.
Well, it's another opportunity to work on something. We need to get those field goals are a vital part of an offense. If you don't have a field goal kicker, that takes a threat away from an opposing team. That if they stop you, they have the opportunity to know that if they stop you, then you're not going to kick a field goal. So here, this gives us an opportunity to work on something that is extremely important, especially in a close game. So, it is what it is. We didn't get the touchdown, but let's look on the bright side.
Harry 0 of 1 in field goals for the season, but a flag comes in.
That one would have been good, but I think they're going to say that there was movement.
So the Volunteer coaching staff will not be pleased with the turn of events after getting it deep. And this is offside.
Yeah.
Now decision time. It takes it back down to the 2-yard line.
4th and goal.
4th and goal from the 2.
He's going to kick it anyway.
Yeah, says go ahead and kick it. They'll put this down at the 10. Makes it a 20-yard effort for Dawson Harry. Try to get the Vols a 17-0 lead. The kick is up. The kick is no good.
That one it was a good snap, good hold. It came off his foot wrong. I mean, if you watch the replay, it's spiraled. I've never seen a kick that spiraled like a pass. Normally you see a kick goes end over end. That one spiraled. It just came off his foot wrong. The first one we said looked like it would have been good. I couldn't, from our angle, it's hard to tell, but it ends up the defensive movement helps Marbury. They get the ball at the 20. Now our defense has to step up. I've been sort of feeling like we've been in control of this ball game. if Marbury comes out right here and is able to move the ball on us, it's a ball game.
That's right.
We're back in a fight. So, don't count them out yet.
So Harry has missed an extra point and a field goal from chip shot range.
A lot of that is mental. When
It
you're
is.
talking about a kicker, you miss one, it's easy to miss the next one just because you're thinking too much about that miss.
Baggett, shotgun look. As he'll take it, step back. Quarterback draw all the way. Got a flag on the play as he'll bring it about the 23, maybe the 24-yard line before he's brought down there. But a flag on the far boundary here with 1:54 left in the first.
Defensive line there, I believe that was Dawson that made that tackle. He was able to come off. He was pass rushing. And when you're pass rushing, you're not really thinking, flow down the line, come off my man on the right side and make a good open field tackle because you're worried about getting to the quarterback. That time, he showed a little bit of athletic ability by coming off that pass rush and making a good tackle there. And that's something that you like to see. Now, I want to see him do that when we play a team that has a really athletic quarterback like we're going to play next week. So if he continues to play like he's been playing the last two games, though, I have very, very good confidence that he'll be able to do that. So good play there by Dawson.
Flag has been picked up, makes it second down and about 6. Baggett, back to pass again across the middle. The catch is going to be made in traffic and will fight forward for the first down. I tell you what, great effort that time by the Bulldogs. They just would not go down. And that's going to rattle the chains here.
Yeah, I mean, that was a sort of a forced throw. It was a good catch, but I was thinking, maybe he shouldn't have thrown that, but he put it right where he had to put it for it to be caught. So, if he has the confidence in his arm that he can thread the needle like that and get it in there, then keep doing it for him as a quarterback. But I really think that in the end it's going to pay off for us because we had good coverage that time. He just made a great throw.
1:06 remaining here in the first. Baggett, quick throw across the middle. Catch is made. Gain of about 8.
I mean, once again, the guy is on it right now. He's making great throws, and we're in good coverage. That's just putting it right where he has to put it for them to catch it and for us to not be able to make a play on it. That's good coverage. We made a good open field tackle there. As soon as the ball was caught, he was tackled. So, I mean, if you're a high school quarterback that can do that, it's hard to stop you.
Second down and about 3. This may be the final play here in the first. Baggett sends his man in motion and delay of game, or they call the timeout just before the delay of game. Knew that was taking a long time to develop there, so we'll keep it right here. Folks, a lot of things going on out here at Central. Volunteer moms are looking for ladies throughout the community to be a part of Central High Athletics. Meetings are held each Tuesday at 6 at the high school. If you need some information, contact any volunteer mom and make plans to become a part of this great group. Again, that is the Volunteer Moms. They do so much for all of the athletic teams here at Central, and we encourage you to be a part of that.
It's such a vital role in a kid's life to have moms, dads, grandparents, uncles, aunts, whoever, as a part of their life. It's such a very important thing, and to see a group of moms like that will come out here and spend their what little bit of free time they have, it's very uplifting to see that. So
I think this week they fed the team pizza one night. I think that was Tuesday evening. So again, great organization to be a part of.
Yeah.
Also, let me tell you, our sponsors bringing you volunteer football: JD's Tire and Lube, Southern Pipe and Supply, Monty Albon, as well as Lineville Marathon Food Shop and Central Alabama Community College, just to name a few. Second down, we'll say about 3.5. Baggett and Palmer in the backfield. Here comes Palmer, left side, bounces off, and he's going to have a first down, a spin move across the 45, and the scrum moves forward, and he'll bring it all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Well, Tommy, that's not a good sign there for the Volunteers. We had probably 2 or 3 missed tackles that time.
Also, player down on the far side for the Vols. And we will keep it right here.
I didn't get a number.
I am looking at a cross there. Hard to tell. I believe as we look down through here, Malik Drummonds was in a little bit earlier, and I'm trying to find him. He's over here on the sideline, so that is not him.
Could be Zach. I don't see Zach. unfortunately, our other middle linebacker.
I think I got him over here on the side.
Okay.
As we're trying to 53 is what we're getting from Adam Tucker, and let's see, we don't have a 53 out there. So,
well, you know, with
roster,
the new blue jerseys, it
could be someone. We'll keep it right here to determine. He's getting up now. It is a 53. And he's
it's like a
gonna
leg,
hobble
maybe,
off.
an ankle.
As we said, that is a. It's not Bass, is it?
I think it may be. He'll take his helmet off once he gets to the sideline. We'll see.
It may be.
The freshman.
He's going to check out. It looks like an ankle. He will have a seat over here and get checked out. First down and 10. Marbury. Motion man to the far side. High snap. Baggett keeps. Nothing there. He's going to be stopped and dropped for no gain. And when we come back, it's second down and 10 for the Marbury Bulldogs. Volunteers coming up big, leading 14-0 after the first period. We'll be back with more Vols football on WAXC TV.
First State Bank is a community-owned bank established in 1971 with a mission to be the bank for all people in the area with a primary focus on good old-fashioned customer service. First State Bank has convenient branches located in Lineville, Ashland, and Wedowee. Since its founding, First State Bank has continued to grow and keep up with the banking industry changes in technology to give its customers the best service available, such as internet and mobile banking. First State Bank, here to make dreams come true for people just like you.
For over 30 years, Tallapoosa Ford has been your family-owned auto dealer for hot trucks and SUVs. Now they're raising the bar even higher. The Ford F-150 has been the best-selling truck in America for the last 38 years. And the hot new 15s are hitting the scene, and Tallapoosa Ford and Ford trucks are #1 for a reason. America's best truck, combined with our award-winning service department for the region's best warranty work and great maintenance and service.
Hello, this is Jeff with Tallapoosa Ford. Ford trucks have led America's truck sales. Come by today and get your best deal on America's best truck. We don't want all the business, just the opportunity to earn yours.
In a world that's ever-changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities. Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a four-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
Marcia Mason is pleased to announce the new location of Mason Law Firm at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Marcia Mason is your local attorney for bankruptcy and Social Security disability. Call your hometown attorney, Marcia Mason, at 256-329-1313. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Over the years, S&S Tire has grown into the Lake Martin area's largest volume tire dealer. S&S Tire offers the industry's best brand names: Michelin, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, Firestone, and much, much more. The tire pros at S&S offer professional installation and the region's best price. In addition to your tire needs, S&S offers full automotive mechanical work for all your vehicle maintenance and repair needs with the area's most experienced staff. Visit either of our 2 locations on Cherokee Road in Alex City or at South Street in Dadeville. At S&S Tire, we're installing peace of mind for every customer we serve. Every job, every day.
Scooter's Grill in Hagneville is serving up some good old-fashioned cooking. Scooter's Grill has a hot buffet with the meats and all your favorite home-cooked sides every Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 1 and 5 to 7. Steak specials are every Friday and Saturday with a ribeye, salad bar, baked potatoes for only $16.99. Of course, all your southern flavors like your pork chops, hamburger steaks, catfish, and much more, including the famous Scooter's Burger with Scooter's Secret Sauce. So load up the family, get to Scooter's Grill for the best food at affordable prices in Hagneville. Good food, good friends, good times.
Purchasing a new home is easier than you think, and America's Home Place can show you the way. For over 41 years, we've built thousands of homes for people just like you. We guide you through the entire process from purchasing a lot, finding financial options, to putting the finishing touches on your beautiful new house. Come tour our showroom and see over 100 customizable floor plans. Visit us online at americashomeplace.com/TV for a free floor plan book. America's Home Place. We make building easy.
One period in the books. The Volunteers on top 14-0 as we open up the second stanza. Marbury facing second down and 10. We found out the injured player, Marcus Traylor, as he is being checked out over here on the side. Again, as looks like a leg injury, possibly an ankle as he hobbled off.
Yeah. Doesn't appear to be too serious.
Second down and 10. Marbury with a spread attack. Takes it, gonna be the reverse, pitches it back to the far side. Got some running room over there, but the Vols step up. Great play.
That was a great play there on the outside. I think it may be Lett. I couldn't get a number there.
Lett as well as Flanord.
Yeah, Davin Flanord came flying up there. He took on the block, shucked the blocker, made a good open field tackle. That's what you got to have out there from a corner or a safety in that situation. This has been the longest sustained drive that we've had from Marbury so far.
The officials are going to stop play and have a little talk with the two teams, I guess sportsmanship-wise or something of that nature.
I hadn't really seen anything so far to make you think that was needed, but hey, nip it in the bud before it starts.
Go, Barney, go.
Yeah.
All right, 11:40 remaining here in the first half, 14-0. Vols with the lead. That's your First State Bank score.
This is a big down here for Marbury. If they're going to keep this drive alive, if they're going to keep this game in hand, you need to convert here and keep this drive going.
Baggett steps back, got pressure, throws it down the middle of the field, ain't nobody home.
I don't know if that's miscommunication or if he was just throwing that one away, but he got some good pressure there that time from Dawson Taylor from the backside. He's lucky he got that one out when he had the opportunity.
If he holds it a little longer, Taylor is all up in the grill. Because as a left-hander, your right tackle is your blind side, and that time Taylor almost there. So fourth down, Marbury got to punt it away. Jennings standing at his 15-yard line awaiting the kick. Rugby-style kick comes all the way around. It's going to hit and bounce right to Jennings. He's got a chance to return it. Finds a little bit of a gap, but not much. We'll bring it out to about the 21 and be wrestled down there.
I thought he had a little bit of a blocking wall set up there on the outside, and he decided to cut it back in. But not a terrible return. And with that kind of kick punt, it's sort of hard to get a return because it's hard to judge the ball. And by the time it gets there to you, they're already down there on coverage. So, we'll take what we can get. We're all on this side of the right side of the 20, so.
Any return there is really a bonus because that's designed to just roll dead. And so this time going to be Street right side. Slips through a defender, cuts it back. Street with a spin. He's got 10. He's got 15. He'll bring it all the way out to about the 37-yard line.
And Ben Street's legs are just incredibly strong. You see that there carrying the pile. And that's something that I like to see a little bit more from Ben is on that zone read. Keep it sometimes. I think that he has the tendency to just rely on Cameron and his really good backs of, he knows he can just hand it off and pick up some yards. You got to read that and keep it. That time he did a good job of reading it and did a good job picking up that extra yardage after contact.
First down and 10.
You got to be strong and tackle Ben low because his legs are so strong.
General's Cafe bringing you that first down. Of course, great cooking down there in Newsite. Street takes it. Quick pitch outside. Needs a block. Does Peoples. Uses a stiff arm. Yeah. My goodness. Another one. And finally steps out of bounds at about the 42-yard line.
That was it was designed to get that crackback block, but that was a highlight play there and it only picked up 5 yards, but it was a highlight run there from Peoples. I mean, you see the stiff arm, you see the strength in the upper body there. He was able to get that defender off him, but then right as he's going out of bounds, the guy comes up to get one last good knock on him. And he just lowers his shoulders and makes that guy pay. So, good run there from Peoples. He's a good back.
He is.
I mean, he really is.
Very solid. Going to be a fun next couple of years to watch this guy.
Him and Ben as well.
Couple of split outs either side. It's second down and about 4. Street steps back, throws it out here to Flanord, makes the catch. He's in midfield and has another General's Cafe first down.
That play's designed to move the chains, Tommy. It's not designed to be a breakaway touchdown play. Good throw that time. Good solid-handed receiver. Good catch. Davin Flanord, picking up the first down. That's exactly what we want. We want to get that timing down. We want to get those passes out there right where they need to be. And that time, that was a textbook play.
DJ Ford goes to the far side. You got Zachary. Slot formation. Burns over there as well. Street takes it. Goes with his zone read. Jennings with a lot of running room. He's got 10 and more. 35, 30. Takes it down to the 28-yard line.
Good job blocking from that right side of the offensive line. Opened up a hole that time, and we were able to pick up some good yardage. I want to say this, though, and I want you to pay attention out here on this left side. Whether it's Davin or DJ, they have a lot of confidence in their corner, number 4. He plays extremely tight. I mean, right on the line of scrimmage, almost over. And you gotta sort of feel like we're a little more athletic than them.
Right.
And I'm expecting us to make him pay for that. Even though we sort of got this game in hand right now, make him pay for that.
Street gives. That's going to be to Peoples. Keeps his balance. 15, 10, 5. Peoples into the end zone. His second touchdown of the night.
And Cameron Peoples, once again, just an outstanding back. That time, the defense from Marbury was just a little off, I think. They got up the field, and when you get up the field with a back like Cameron Peoples and the offensive line gives him just a little seam, he's going to make you pay. And that time he did. The speed on that guy. And to think he's just a sophomore.
Well, he got through the initial wave, put his hand on the ground, kept his balance, and goes into the end zone. Harry on for the extra point. The kick is up. I don't know. No.
And the snap was a little high that time, but it was manageable. They got the ball down on the tee. Right now, I really feel like it's a mental thing.
Yeah,
the ground's wet. The ball's probably a little damp. You just he's got to hit one right now to get that confidence back. And I think that's what you're going to see the coaching staff tell him right now. Hey, it's not a big deal right now. It's not. But in the future, I don't know if they're telling him this, but in the future, that is a huge deal.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to get that confidence back. Maybe it does a little extra kicking during the week, next week or something, and just get that confidence back. Because a lot of kicking, like we said, is confidence.
Again, you look down, and if you're Dawson Harry, you sure wish there were a net over here on the side and you could kick a few before you go back out there. It's a cool night, and,
That could be it, he may be getting stiff over here. It would be beneficial, for maybe a quarterback club or booster club or whoever, invest in one of those nets.
What if I knew where there was one? Okay.
Hey, there you go.
McKinney's kick. It's a deep one. Hits, and it's going to go into the end zone. So starting at the 20-yard line, the Marbury Bulldogs will start right there. But, as the weather gets colder, as a former kicker, I will tell you, that's like kicking a cement block.
Right.
Maybe not tonight, but as the season goes on. But
when it gets really cold. And, you're over here, Dawson, he's not in a lot. He's the kicker. You're going to get stiff when it gets cold, especially on a cold, wet night like this. You're going to be standing over here just shivering stiff. You need to stay loosened up, stay fresh, keep that leg moving.
20-0. Volunteers lead. 9.5 minutes left here in the first half. Couple of split outs. Come to the near side. Baggett will take it. Leave it up the middle. Not a lot of running room there. Did he fumble the football? I believe he did. I believe the Vols have recovered.
I haven't seen a signal from the ref yet, but good job again from the defensive line and the linebackers. They're not going to be able to run the ball on us.
Zach Horn popped it loose. And then the recovery by the Volunteers. And the Vols with great field position inside the 25.
That's something that we haven't said a lot this year, great field position. No, usually we're having to overcome, 60, 70-yard drives, but this time we're in good position. We need to capitalize on this.
How would you like to see DJ go up top here on the first play?
I would love to.
Number 4 is going to go press coverage on the far side. 3 wideouts to the near side. Street's got it. He's going to toss it up there. DJ down there. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Volunteers.
I've said it all night, Tommy. I said it all night. If he keeps playing up on DJ, if he keeps playing up on Davin, they're going to make him pay. You can't do that. Even in college, you see, it's easier for the receiver to make a play than the defender because you know what you're doing. If you're going to play press man, you've got to be, number one, extremely quick and athletic. Number two, you got to be strong. And number three, you got to be able to go up and get the ball. And right now, I mean, unfortunately, number four, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but he's not going to be able to go up with those two guys that we have.
You got to hope he's a nice guy.
I hope he is.
Because you don't want to, you're really playing with fire like that. Street pitches back to Peoples. Peoples turns it up, and he's going to walk in.
I mean, I feel like right now we could hand the ball to Cameron Peoples anywhere, and he's going to pick up positive yardage. That time, I mean, Moses must have been out there and opened that hole up for him because the right side of the offensive line did an outstanding job. The backs blocking for him off the wishbone there did an outstanding job and just parted the seas, and he walked in on that 2-point conversion.
Tell you what, another thing to talk about, that touchdown pass, give the guys up front some credit as well because Marbury brought a blitz.
They did.
Vols picked it up, and he laid it up nicely. And, again, excellent toss by Street to DJ Ford.
And, that's something that we haven't really done that well this year is pick up those blitzes. That time, Coach Wes Campbell has to be very happy with the way that his offensive line communicated. That's what picking up a blitz is communicating before the snap, getting your head up and seeing where the blitz is coming from. And that time they did a good job picking it up.
Quan McKinney with your Southern Union State Community College kickoff. Begin at Southern Union. You can go absolutely anywhere. McKinney, short kick this time. Going to be taken by one of the up men at the 25-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Out to the 35, and that's going to be it. We got a late hit.
Flags, yeah.
Going to go against Marbury over there on the outside. J.J. Jennings took the brunt of that blow, but it's going to cost Marbury 15.
And maybe that's why they were talking earlier about getting a little chippy out there. You see, when you get down by a lot in the first half, there's still 9 minutes on the board. It's real easy to sort of lose your composure, but you can't do that. So, it's going to make them pay here. They would have had good field position, but they'll be backed up.
Well, and you look at Marbury, and you hate to say it, but in the back of their minds they're thinking same song, different verse. We've given up 50 or more in the last 4 weeks, and here we are 9 minutes in the second quarter remaining. We've already given up 28.
Yeah.
And Vols are lighting up the scoreboard here tonight at Volunteer Stadium. Bulldogs first down and 10. After the penalty, will start back at their own 20-yard line. Baggett gonna leave it left side. Nothing there. Great play. That's gonna be Tyler Smith.
Filling the hole right there, just like you want a middle linebacker to do, and made a good play there. That's something that we need to have going through the rest of the season. I just sort of sit back in anticipation because of the first 3 games. The last week or 2 weeks ago, Tallahassee, and this week and against Leeds even, we've done a good job up front with our first 7 there.
Right.
Outside linebackers, inside linebackers, and defensive line. That's got to continue.
2nd and 10. Looking down the middle, got pressure, breaks it outside, going to be hit and driven back. Great play, and that is going to be Clay Tuck on the stop there. Good to see him back out there.
That's right. And that's a good, it's good. This is a good game to get him back in and get him right fresh. When you're out for an extended period of time, I know it was only, 2 weeks or so, 2.5 weeks really. It's good to get him in and get him comfortable playing linebacker, get him comfortable with that injury, back in the flow of things, and I think that this is a great game for him to do that.
3rd down and 10. Marbury back at their own 20-yard line. They've just not been able to really handle that front line for the Vols. Pressure coming up the middle from Malik Darks, goes outside. Casey Jones in pursuit. Goes to the far side. That's going to be Baggett, slows down. Tuck unloads on him. Glad we don't play in college, or that would be a review as he will hit him as he slides down.
That's sort of unfair.
It really is.
When they slide, you're hitting, you're aiming. You're not aiming for their head. You're not aiming for their. You're aiming for their waist or their legs. And when they slide like that,
that's all that's left.
Yeah, it's all that's left is the head. So, I feel like that's fair game. If they want to slide, then
they better slide quicker.
They better slide quicker. Yeah.
That's been my complaint in the college game for the last couple of weeks. This kick taken by Jennings, bobbles it, and he's going to get back on it at about the 48-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Vols.
That rugby-style kick, I think, just has him thrown off right now.
It's
on
tough.
His return game. It really is tough because you're used to for the snap to go, and then all of a sudden you see the kick, you know, and it's coming from the right behind the long snapper. This time he's catching it and he's sort of jogging with it, rugby style, kicks it, comes off the foot differently, not as easy to get a read on, and by the time you catch it, the coverage is down there because it takes so long after the snap for the guy to kick it. So, you know, it's just something different, and we may see it in the future in the playoffs or something, so it's good to see it here.
First down and 10, Vols. Hand off to Heflin. He's got a huge gap right side. Heflin with a cut back inside. He'll bring it to the 20 and carry defenders forward down to about the 15-yard line. Great blocking up front.
That was great blocking up front, but down here there was a great block as well. I didn't get the receiver's number. I think it was 25, but he had a good block. Heflin just bounced it out. Got to read that block. He would have had 6 that time. But a good run and a great job blocking up front by the Volunteer offensive line. The right side of the offensive line has just really impressed me since the start of the season.
They've improved every
They
week.
have gotten a lot better, and they've become a very good offensive line in the last couple of weeks.
Street this time. Hands it on the left side. Not a lot of room there, but tough running for Heflin. He'll take it inside to about the 14. Brings up second, and we'll say about 9.
I really feel like Heflin likes contact. I feel like he looks for somebody to run over. He's not going to put a move on you. He wants to hit you with his shoulders, you know, give you head and shoulders and make you pay for trying to tackle him. He's just a tough runner. And that's something, you know, it's a good change of pace from Cameron and the other backs, Jennings, who like to move. They're not scared of contact, but they like to use their speed. They like to use their quickness. Heflin likes to run you over.
Quick pitch outside. It's going to be Peoples. Cuts it back in. 10-5, and he will go in again.
Man. There's not really much you could say. I mean, you know, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. I'm just going to let you look at that one and just see how good of a running back. And he comes up a little hobbled, Tommy, but yeah, let's go ahead and
start clearing things out.
Let's go ahead and let him take his pads off and call it a night maybe. We're up 34-0 in the first half. It's like Leonard Fournette, you know, gets his 10 carries, 3 touchdowns. You know, he's probably well over 100 yards now, I'd say. I don't think we're going to need him for the rest of the night. So
Harry's kick is up, and we have a flag.
There's a flag.
Wow.
You know, that was a good one. That was another good kick and another penalty that's gonna mess with that psyche. And you know, I don't know any psychologists, but somebody should write a book on the psyche of a kicker, because that's something there. You know, you kick 2 good ones tonight, and both times a flag's come in and has negated it. So
let's just drill this one right here and get everything back on track.
That's exactly how you remedy that, is by hitting one.
Extra point now becomes a 25-yard effort. His kick is up, and it is no good. We'll take a timeout. 5:46 left here in the first half. It's all Vols, 34-0. Central leading over Marbury. Back after this timeout. 5:46 left here in the first half. Volunteers up 34-0. McKinney, low kick, going to be fielded and falling on at about the 34-yard line. Marbury start there, 1st and 10.
And Marbury right now is just a little chippy. You see him out there, you know. And let me just say this. If you're the Volunteers right now, you just sort of got to – you can't let it get to you, obviously.
Right.
You got to laugh at that and just be like, you know.
Yeah, it's
not
– you see the frustration boiling over for them, and you've got to keep your composure.
Right, exactly.
Because there's some you know, shots, and then you stand there and look at the other one. That's –
You're going to see some fresh blood in here right now, I think, Tommy, for the Volunteers. We've got a new linebacker in there, it looks like, 54.
JoJo Brannick in there on the other side. Handoff up the middle. Oh, good play by Dawson Taylor. Picks him up. Oh, my goodness, what a shot. Dawson Taylor with a major league punch right there.
And, you know, good job that time. You got to give credit to that defensive line all the way through. They tried to run it in the interior. He had to bounce it out. Dawson was right there waiting on him, playing great technique. The linebackers were there filling the holes. That looked like a good defensive play. And, of course, Dawson putting the dot on the exclamation point there. It's exactly what you want from your, from your leader there on the defensive line.
You know, and that's the way you retaliate.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah,
you do it between the whistles, and you play physical football. So that's what's going on right here. Big stop by Dawson Taylor there. 5:14 left here in the first half. Volunteers on top 34-0. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, Cabinets Direct's halftime show. Take a listen to the Volunteer Band. Had a great performance last week at Weaver in a competition there. They will be performing tomorrow at the Lake Martin Invitational in Alex City. But again, very good performance last Saturday.
Was able to drive through the Sportplex down in Alexander City and take a look at all the facilities this week, actually. And Mr. Sonny and the crew on the Parks and Recs there, they do an outstanding job. If you remember the field,
no doubt,
when we played Benjamin Russell, it's a great place, and I'm sure the band here will do an outstanding job in one of the biggest band competitions in the state, I was told.
Second down, we'll call it about 10 yards to go for Marbury. Baggett with the shotgun. Steps to the left, throws it across the middle, high, and it's picked off, or was it? Nope. Couldn't pull it in. A flag comes in.
From way deep. I don't know what he saw there that we didn't see, but he did have a better angle on it than we did, I guess.
They get the balls here for arriving a little quickly,
yeah, maybe so,
on that pass coverage. As they will say, holding. Defensive holding. It's going to be an automatic first down for Marbury. With 5:08 remaining. Vols would love to pitch a shutout here tonight.
It'd be big because, you know, Marbury, we talked about their defense gives up a lot of points, but they've been able to move the ball at times. The quarterback obviously has a good arm. He's accurate. And, you know, it'd be a big boost to our confidence going on into the rest of the region. And next week, let's be honest, is probably the region championship against Beauregard. I know, of course, you know, we still got some good teams out there, Sylacauga, you know, other teams like that. But, you know, it'd be a big momentum boost to pitch a big shutout here tonight.
First down and 10. Mark it at about the 44-yard line. Baggett goes. Handoff left side.
Good
Nothing
play
there. JoJo Brannick on the stop over there. Also, Casey Jones.
Casey Jones made an outstanding play that time. He looked like a good defensive lineman there and was able to not penetrate up the field too much, come off the block and take on the runner there. And, of course, the linebackers were there to clean it up. And looked like a good defensive play. We have gotten better and more consistent with our play on defense since the beginning of the year, and that's just something that we've had to do, you know. And as we go deeper into region play and closer to the playoffs, you got to expect that that's going to continue and even progress some for us to be able to be successful. So good to see that here tonight.
Second down at about 10. Baggett steps back again, looks in the flat, throws it out here too high. Trying to catch his back out of the backfield, and Juan McKinney and Zach Horn.
Yeah,
we're over here in coverage.
And one of the big things for that was a check down throw. The back out of the backfield we had great coverage on the remainder of the receivers. That was his third and final resort that time, and they overthrew it. But we had great coverage there. Our corners are playing outstanding tonight. Our safeties are playing pretty good tonight as well. That's got to continue tonight because, you know, as the time dwindles down, they're going to start throwing the ball more.
You hear the wind whipping in the microphones here, as it is
nice and chilly.
It is a brisk fall night.
Yeah.
We'll put it that way.
When it hits your neck there, that wind, man, it just sends a chill down you.
4:27 left here in the first half. Volunteers in control, 34-0.
If I'm gonna stand on this press box with you, Tommy,
you're gonna wear that hat.
I'm gonna wear this
we
hood.
need to get a shot of this.
But I was gonna say, if we're gonna stand on top of this press box for the remainder of the year, when it gets colder,
I guarantee if you walk around with that hat long enough and tell them that, they'll build us a place inside.
I'm telling you.
If you don't have to wear that hat. So.
Hey, my neck got cold.
It is a cool night here.
You know, my wife makes fun of me a lot for some of the get-ups I'll wear and stuff when I'm cold, and I get cold real easy.
You know,
but I told you, I'm already married. I don't have anybody to impress.
Nobody
now,
to impress.
Who cares what I look like?
You know, last week, and I was thinking about this during the off week, the Tallahassee game last year in 2014 really shook the Vols' confidence.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of the year, it was kind of like they had some uncertainties. This time, the Tallahassee win may have done just the opposite this time, because you're seeing a very confident defense right now. Baggett steps back. He's going to throw it deep down the middle. Coverage is there. It's going to be picked off. Here's DJ Ford. Got a wall to the near side. Cuts it back inside. He's going to go to the 25 with a stiff arm and bring it down to the 15-yard line. DJ Ford with another INT.
And I tell you, Tommy, they like to challenge our best players, it seems like, tonight. They've played press man on DJ on offense. They try to pick on him on defense, and he makes them pay on both sides of the ball. Just an outstanding play there defensively for DJ and a good return. And it sets us up for an opportunity here to go up even more before halftime, go up to 40 at the very least with our field goal kicker, not doing too well right now. We hit a 6-yarder or six-pointer here, and we'll go up 40. And you got to think that that's probably the nail in the coffin there, even though it is just the first half.
Street with a shotgun. He's got Jennings near him. Wide out on the far side all alone. Going to Jennings, cuts it back in. Oh, actually, that's going to be Street on the keeper. Cuts it inside to the 10. Street will battle his way close to the 5. Great fake.
That was a good read that time, and that's something that they do very well, is that when Ben does keep it, he sells the fake well. The back sells the fake well, and that's something that you got to have, not just from the back when he doesn't get the ball, but it takes Ben doing that too when he hands it. That's a big part of it, is faking that, because it keeps the defense guessing. It keeps them, questioning where the ball is, and it can help you in the long run.
Jennings and Street in the backfield. 3 wide outs to the right side. Flanor to the near side. Street rolls out, flips it, caught by J.T. Burns. He finally catches and will dive. Did he get in there? The officials are going to say marks him short. Just outside the goal line, trying to get JT a touchdown there. He bobbled it momentarily. If he catches it cleanly, he's dancing in the end zone.
But it was a good job to pull that ball in and get what he could out of it.
Stuck with it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did stick with it. Good concentration there. Now is an opportunity, Tommy. There's opportunities in everything. This is an opportunity to work on that goal line offense, going back to the wishbone.
1st and goal from just outside the 1. Street. Collision in the backfield, nothing. Losing yardage.
Well, that's just I don't know if miscommunication between the back and the quarterback there, Ben, and Mr. Heflin, or maybe just I thought the line had a good surge initially. Of course, it's hard to keep that up when your backs are back there just stumbling and bumbling in the backfield. But now, instead of having it right on the goal line, we're backed up now. Let's see if they go back to the spread or if we stay in the bone.
Ball at the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. This coaching staff's got to be so frustrated.
Yeah, that's really the one negative on tonight has been our goal line offense.
Jennings, right side, not a lot.
And I just don't, I don't understand.
No.
Tommy, I just, we block great out here, at the 20, 30, 40 midfield, whatever. It's the same concept. You just gotta get lower than them. You gotta get that surge, that initial step, that initial drive, and then you gotta hit the hole. And we haven't really hit the hole on the goal line really hard, I didn't think, tonight. We were missing some seams, but it starts up front with the offensive line. Get that surge, give them some seams, give them some holes. We'll punch it in.
3rd and goal from about the 3.5-yard line. Street. Left side it goes, nothing. Fighting maybe down inside the 3 to about the 2, but going to be 4th down.
I say go for it, Tommy. It's
right
now it's,
They're going to hurry up. 4th and goal. So they brought 2 plays into the huddle. Left side, same play.
In there.
And Heflin goes in. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And right now I got to think that if I'm on the 1-yard line, 2-yard line, and I'm in the ball and I'm giving it to Heflin, he's just going to duck his shoulders and get every yard, every inch that he can. He's such a hard runner, and he gets low. And that time, behind that left side of the offensive line, did a good job of punching that one in. And you got to think that's a confidence boost right there. That's something that we haven't been good at all year, and we're able to capitalize that time. It took 4 tries, but we did get it in.
Now, how big would this be for Dawson Harry to drill the football between the pipes? Nope.
Not a great snap that time, but you still got to hit those. It's a
Off to the
confidence
left.
thing.
40-0. A minute 47 left here in the first half. And Harry is really struggling here tonight. He's had nothing to go between the pipes.
Well, you know, he's had 2 go.
Well,
but
with the penalties,
penalties. And that is a confidence destroyer.
147 left here in the first half. 40-0, your new First State Bank score. Another proud sponsor of Volunteer Football, Dairy Delight. You can find out what everybody's talking about. Located Highway 77, just off the square in Ashland. They bring you all of our timeouts throughout the season. I'll tell you what, at this rate, Beauregard may give up more than 54 this week. Yeah, it's been a struggle for them the last 4 weeks. And
yeah. Well, you know, a lot of it has been they don't play great positioning on defense, and we're just a little more athletic than them, I think.
Bobble on the kickoff, picked up and falling down just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be there, first down and 10 for Marbury. Bulldog football, minute 42 left here in the first half.
And I'm going to say that this is probably the last or second to last possession that you get to see the starters in on, the starting defense, and then we'll probably get some fresh blood in there in the second half. So here's an opportunity for us here to get those last minute, you know, those last opportunity
hits,
to get those last few hits and to play that, you know, get that flow and that timing down and all that good stuff.
Baggett going to air it out deep. Coverage is down there by Milstead.
Catch.
And the reception is made, climbing the ladder and pulling it in at about the 49-yard line.
I mean, that's just good coverage, good catch. I mean, you know, the offensive plays that they've had that have been successful have been good throws and good catches. And there's times, especially in high school football, that you're not going to be able to stop that. And right there, that's a good example. Now, he could have gotten in better position, Milstead could have, and tried to get in front of the receiver and make a play. But he was in good coverage.
First down and 10. Baggett goes the same play the other side. Morgan is down there, and he's on the coverage and knocks it out of there. So, again, brings up second down and 10.
Same thing, you know, same thing, different result that time. They were in the same exact play, but to the other side. JD, relatively the same position as Alston, but, you know, able to come up with a slightly better result. Now, I'm going to give credit to 88, the receiver on that side. He did a good job of going up and getting the ball at the highest point, whereas the guy on this side didn't. So that was the difference in those plays.
Marbury trying to come up with a big play here before halftime. Down the middle, it's going to be tipped away and picked off. Zach Horn with the interception. Horn comes to the near side. He's got some blockers. Zach Horn cuts it inside. He's at the 25-20. Horn will take it to the 13-yard line. Popcorn. Time to shine here at Volunteer Stadium.
And there it goes. You said it. You know, he picks one off. He's going to be so excited. I don't think he knew what to do after he got tackled there. He just ran around a little bit. But, you know, I thought that it gotten deflected down onto the ground because I think it was deflected twice. We got it. I didn't see who got it initially at the line of scrimmage. I want to say maybe I didn't think it was the name escapes me now. The big guy, 74. I think that's who got the hand. Yeah, Casey. I think Casey got his hands on it, and then our other linebacker, I thought, tipped it as well, and Zach came up with it.
I think Lett touched it too, yeah.
Good play there by Popcorn.
He knew what to do with it when he got the football.
Yeah, he did.
Jennings on the carry, not a lot of push in the interior there.
Hey, and how about he looked like a good running back there
did.
when he had it. He had
a little stiff arm.
Yeah, as I say, he had his legs going high. He had a nice little stiff arm there, showed some
speed.
Couple
of moves.
Yeah.
That's your highlight reel for Popcorn. I tell you, I've known Popcorn since the days of Upward Basketball, and actually I coached him at a private school here in the county.
Yeah.
When he was in 7th grade, as he played there and against seniors, but did a great job. Here's Street keeping it to the right side, cuts it inside at about the 10. That's a good defensive play by Marbury there.
That was. You know, we picked up some positive yards on it. It was probably not a good read from Ben that time, but he's so athletic that even if he does make a bad read, he can make a defense pay. Picks up some positive yards. You know, we got it 20 seconds left. I think we're going to try to put it in one last time here just to make sure. 40, just to make sure. We got to get some more.
Well, and I'm going to say this: it's third and about 7.
Yeah.
If you don't get the first down, I guess you go for it, or do you try to let? I don't know.
I'll let him kick it.
That's some great confidence.
I let him kick it. Here's why. If he misses it, you're okay. You're up 40.
Right.
And going into the half. If he hits it, it's only good things. His confidence is up.
He forgets all the rest of them.
Right. His confidence is up. He doesn't think about all the ones he's missed. All he thinks, because a kicker is only as good as his last kick.
Yeah.
So right now we're on a string of misses. We need one to go in.
3rd and 7. Street gives it off to Jennings. He's hit immediately and dropped. He is hit immediately. And they're going to let this clock wind down and then let him kick it. That's what it looks like to me. Good defensive pressure that time.
I think we're going to go into half.
Yeah.
Which is it's a good decision.
Not a bad decision there either. So the Vols will go into the locker room.
We get the ball back in the second half, so
leading 40-0 as they go into the locker room here at Volunteer Stadium. And all my papers are getting blown all over the place. We're going to take a timeout when we come back. It's the Cabinets Direct halftime report. It comes your way next as Vols football continues on WAXC TV.
At Cabinets Direct, we strive to provide top quality products along with professional and courteous service. As a family-owned and operated company, we have over 40 years of combined experience in cabinetry sales and installation. We offer a wide range of cabinetry with fully customizable options. We also use only locally made products, keeping our money in our community. For more information, give us a call or visit our showroom. Cabinets Direct.
First State Bank is a community-owned bank established in 1971 with a mission to be the bank for all people in the area with a primary focus on good old-fashioned customer service. First State Bank has convenient branches located in Lineville, Ashland, and Wedowee. Since its founding, First State Bank has continued to grow and keep up with the banking industry changes in technology to give its customers the best service available, such as internet and mobile banking. First State Bank, here to make dreams come true for people just like you.
For over 35 years, Dairy Delight in Ashland's been providing the area some of the best of your favorite comfort food. From the best burgers around to their famous hot dogs and chicken fingers and sandwiches, even the pickiest of eaters can find some great food at Dairy Delight. And never leave without getting one of the hand-spun milkshakes, banana splits, or soft-serve ice cream just to top it off. Visit Dairy Delight on Highway 77 North, just off the square in downtown Ashland to discover what everyone's talking about and become a customer for life.
Want a personal car buying experience? Come by Kia of Auburn and see us. We will find you the exact vehicle that you're looking for. Want leather seats or sunroof? You got it. Red, black, or white. The choice is all up to you. We will find you the car of your dreams. You can own a 2015 Kia Sportage LX for $25,183, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by today at 1687 South College Street or shop online at kiaofauburn.com. War Eagle.
The best Mexican dining experience around is found at Monte Alban Mexican Restaurant. Real authentic Mexican cuisine and atmosphere awaits you at Monte Alban with great specials on popular dishes such as the pollo asado and beef or chicken chimichangas. Choose from select dinner or lunch combinations and you can buy one and get one half off. Want to celebrate your birthday? Get a free drink, meal, and dessert when you dine in. 2 convenient locations on the Court Square in Ashland and on Highway 9 in Lineville to serve you.
And welcome back to halftime. Cabinets Direct halftime report. 40-0 Volunteers on top, leading over Marbury. Time to check out the Central Volunteer Marching Band. A great week last week in a competition at Weaver. They will be competing tomorrow in Lake Martin Invitational. Just a great season under Coach Stephen Arline, and we appreciate the efforts each and every week of the Volunteer Marching Band. Let's take a listen to the 2015 Central High School Marching Band.
Another great performance by the Central High School Marching Band, part of your Cabinets Direct Halftime Report. We'll take this time out and come back with more of the Cabinets Direct Halftime Report in just a moment.
For over 30 years, Tallapoosa Ford has been your family-owned auto dealer for hot trucks and SUVs. Now they're raising the bar even higher. The Ford F-150 has been the best-selling truck in America for the last 38 years. And the hot new 15s are hitting the scene, and Tallapoosa Ford and Ford trucks are #1 for a reason. America's best truck, combined with our award-winning service department for the region's best warranty work and great maintenance and service.
Hello, this is Jeff with Tallapoosa Ford. Ford trucks have led America's truck sales. Come by today and get your best deal on America's best truck. We don't want all the business, just the opportunity to earn yours.
Young's Drug Store has proudly served the citizens of Lineville and the surrounding areas for more than 50 years, providing fast, friendly service. At Young's Drug Store, you're more than just a number, which is why we strive to always greet you with a warm hello and friendly smile. Young's Drug Store offers a convenient drive-through window, prescription compounding, vaccination services, and after-hours emergency availability to better serve you. Young's Drug Store now even has the convenience of viewing and refilling your prescriptions online at youngsdrugstorellc.com. Young's Drug Store, located on Highway 9 in Lineville, 256-396-5632. In a world that's ever-changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities. Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a four-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
Red's Catfish Cabin in Crackford, Alabama is adding tailgate specials just for you. Hot wings, mile wings. You can buy 1 or 200. Get with Larry and the crew at 256-354-7705. Now, they're still going to have that delicious catfish that they're known for, sweet tea, which they're known for, and everything else. If you've never eaten at Red's Catfish Cabin, I want you to go today. That's in Crackford, Alabama.
Southern Pipe and Supplies, serving Clay, Tallapoosa, and surrounding counties for decades. Not just a great store for plumbing supplies and service, but a showroom and salespeople to help you with your decisions on brand names like Delta Faucets and customized shower systems. Make sure you pick up your heavy-duty and well-insulated K2 coolers. Southern Pipe and Supplies, located on Dable Road in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4235.
Are you sure we should take this billboard down?
People find out State Farm does car loans as well as they do insurance. Our bank is through.
Good point. Grab an edge.
Look, there's 2 guys on the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
No, for real, there's 2 dudes on the State Farm
Borrow Better banking sign.
Gentlemen, please get down from the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign. Phil, get the hose.
Okay, he's getting the hose.
All right, let's go.
Want to borrow better? Contact State Farm agent Mike Coleman about a car loan that can save you hundreds.
Cabinets Direct Halftime Report. We are moments away from the kickoff. We have been trying to cover equipment and protect it from the elements, David. We may not get much in right here as we are getting close to the second half kickoff, and the rain has begun to mount here at Volunteer Stadium.
Well, there's not really much to say, Tommy. I mean, a dominant performance by the Volunteers. We've beat them in every aspect of the game so far tonight. Offensively, we've done a good job of getting in the flow of the game. Our offensive line has done a good job opening up holes, and Cameron Peoples does what he does best, and that's score touchdowns. Defensively, we've done a good job of stopping their pass. If we can just stop them from, completing a couple of passes downfield, they've had a couple of big plays. Other than that, we've done a good job of stopping any kind of offensive game plan that they've thrown at us tonight.
That's it for your Cabinets Direct Halftime Report. When we come back, it's time for the second half kickoff. It continues in just a moment.
Service, selection, quality, and value is hard to find all in one package, but the all-new JD's Tire and Lube Center at the Old Foshis location in Alex City delivers. Get full service at the pump with JD's no ethanol fuel and diesel fuel. JD's Tire and Lube offers any brand of tire you can name with professional installation and fast turnaround. JD's does all your vehicle maintenance work, and you can always expect great service on all we do at a price that delivers value. JD's Tire and Lube in Alex City is the total package for all your vehicle needs. How do I know if my baby sees well? What should my preschooler be able to see? How quickly can a child's vision change? How old is old enough for contact lenses? What is macular degeneration? Is it inherited? How does diabetes cause blindness? If you've got questions, we've got answers. See Dr. James Poole and Dr. Ernest Champion at Family Eye Care, 329-8400. Check yearly, see clearly.
Lineville Health and Rehab in Lineville, Alabama has a staff and has had a staff of caring folks for years. If it has come that time in life for that person in your family to look at the possibility of going into a health and rehab facility, you have a choice. You have a choice to choose, and the fine folks at Lineville Health and Rehab would like to take this time to invite you by to meet them and them you. Caring folks that care for you and your family. You have a choice. The number to call is 256-396-2104.
You may know them from high school, from the local grocery store, or even your own neighborhood. These local teens have embarked on a new journey, one that begins at Southern Union State Community College. Visit suscc.edu/journey to see the life's journey these students have planned. We believe that you have an amazing journey ahead of you too, and Southern Union is the perfect place to begin at an affordable price close to home. Southern Union, where the journey begins.
Southern Pipe and Supplies, serving Clay, Tallapoosa, and surrounding counties for decades. Not just a great store for plumbing supplies and service, but a showroom and salespeople to help you with your decisions on brand names like Delta faucets and customized shower systems. Make sure you pick up your heavy-duty and well-insulated K2 coolers. Southern Pipe and Supplies, located on Dable Road in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4235.
Over the years, S&S Tires has grown into the Lake Martin area's largest volume tire dealer. S&S Tire offers the industry's best brand names: Michelin, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, Firestone, and much, much more. The tire pros at S&S offer professional installation and the region's best price. In addition to your tire needs, S&S offers full automotive mechanical work for all your vehicle maintenance and repair needs with the area's most experienced staff. Visit either of our 2 locations on Cherokee Road in Ellick City or at South Street in Dadeville. At S&S Tire, we're installing peace of mind for every customer we serve. Every job, every day.
Marbury preparing to kick off. All 10 players on the coverage team on the far side. Ball's ready for the kickoff here, expecting an onside kick. Now they'll sprint back over, and looks like they're going to set up in a traditional kickoff formation.
Well,
not too bad.
I mean, you know, hey.
Why not?
A little trickery here or there.
But they will.
No. They were offsides, I think. I don't know.
Wow.
The flag was way down here.
The flag is back here. I don't think it's offsides.
I don't know. I thought that the guy that was coming.
The official down here calls it. The line judge up here does not get the call. So
I thought that the guy kicking looked like he came across the front of the ball.
I think he did. He had to have come across. Y'all can rewind that if you want to.
Yeah.
All right, now they'll set up again. We're going to go through it all again. Did they realize it's raining?
I'm telling you.
And cold.
And the clock hasn't even started.
Yeah. Okay, now they'll back up.
They're going, what?
And the kicker will run to the far side, talk to a coach, says the football is wet.
Well, you're kicking it, you're not throwing it. Hey, but you know, he's done a pretty good job. I mean, he hasn't kicked off yet, but punting the ball, that's their punter. And he's done a pretty good job punting, and so, hey, whatever works, you know, maybe, you know, whatever works. I like his shoes, though.
Just leave it at that. He's got the orange shoes.
Yeah.
Do not adjust your set. All right, so here we go again. Can you get a delay of game here after moving it back 5?
The play clock is rolling.
Play clock is down to 9. They're using up all the seconds, and he will kick it off.
That's going out of bounds.
And, you know, I really think the wind may have picked that one up and took it, but it goes out of bounds. So the Vols will start with great field possession.
And all of that just to kick the ball out of bounds.
There you go.
So
looks like Street's going to go back out, quarterback.
Yeah.
May get 1 or 2 drives, and that'll wind it up.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Here's what you're going to see. You're going to see the offense, the first team, go out for 1 or 2 maybe drives, one last time to get, you know, those final touches on what's been a pretty good performance tonight, and get ready for next week where we're going to play. I mean, this is, let's not kid ourselves. Next week is basically the region championship if we win it. You know, you have to win this one in order to be in contention for the region championship next week anyway, we'll put it like that. So just getting those last final touches, and there's another flag.
Oh, we've played 1 second here in the last 20 minutes, I believe. Another penalty flag. 12 men on the field for Marbury. So we are, again, out in the elements.
And that wind, man.
That wind is
chilly tonight.
It is a tough wind. The rain is falling. Vols have it 1st and 5 now. Hand off to Jennings. Jennings hit at the line. Get about a half yard. Brings up a 2nd down, about 3.5.
Well, that's what you're going to see for the remainder of the game. I think you're going to see some inside handoffs. I'm thinking that Cameron is probably done for the night. He got up earlier off a touchdown run and a little hobbled, so he's probably done for the rest of the night. You'll see Jennings, Heflin probably a little bit, get a couple of extra carries for the second half here.
Do you see Cameron over here? Here's the pitch to the near side. Jennings cuts it back into midfield, and he'll take it to about the 46-yard line at Marbury.
I was looking for Cameron earlier, and I don't see him out here. So, I mean, he seemed to be moving. He seemed to be okay. He didn't go back in after that touchdown, I don't think. But, you know.
Here he is. I think this is him on the bench over here on the near side, just icing that ankle, and probably not a bad move.
Trying to relax.
1st down. Again, brought to you by General's Cafe. Street takes the snap on 1st and 10, steps back in the flats, caught by Ladarius Zachary, and Zachary will take it to the 40-yard line.
Just getting
of about 6.
That's just a timing route, Tommy. You know, that's sort of been, in my opinion, that's been our best play this year. We run it very successfully. I don't know what the percentage is of completion there, but that's Ben's best throw. All it is just a little 5-yard hitch. And by the time the receiver's turning around, the ball's right there to him. We have some sure-handed receivers all across the board, and it's been successful for us. So we need to continue that. And I see that, you know, I don't think Davin's in anymore either.
Street will give it. Running room for Heflin. Wow, he's hit, but spins off and goes to the 35-yard line. Looks to be good for another volunteer 1st down.
Move those chains. Clock keeps rolling. I'm just going to, you know, work it down the field slowly but surely. It's like we said earlier in the game, you know, we need to see one of those long, extended drives. You know, I mean, it's not necessary right now for us to win the ball game, but it's good to work on. It's good to get that flow, that feel for a long, extended drive, because we really haven't had any. I mean, good or bad, we've sort of been able to be successful off the big play. And, you know, it's good for us to get that feel of a long drive under our belt.
Cooper, Burns, and Ford to the right side. Zachary to the near side. They'll option it. Running room for Street. He's got a lot of real estate in front of him. Cuts it, and he'll dive inside the 15 and take it down. Looks like they will mark him at inside the 10 at about the 9. It's going to be 1st and goal.
You're going to see some substitutions a lot this second half. I already see some of the line being substituted for. At that time, though, Ben Street, nobody had an answer for the quarterback out there on the outside. So as soon as he got out there, you know, you got a good feel for it of where the guy that's going to pick you up is. And when he saw that guy wasn't there, he tucked it and ran and picked up a lot of real estate there.
Street with a shotgun. Gives it off Jennings. Jennings bounces it outside, trying to get to the pylon. Jennings dives in there. Great run by J.J. Jennings, and the Vols are on the board again.
And that's a good drive there, Tommy. We worked the ball down the field. We picked up a couple of long runs, but other than that, you know, good extended drive. That's what we need to see. We need to be able to show folks that we can put together a string of 6, 7, 8, 9 plays and keep a drive alive and score on it. And that was a good job all around the board. Not any negative plays that time. So good job, Volunteers, and it's probably going to be it as far as the starters are concerned. We're missing a field goal kicker.
Did he come back? Where is he at?
I see JT going out there with a T.
JT Ben's going to kick it. Looks like he will go out. Game clock or play clock is down to 7. They may let this one take a penalty.
That's what they're going to do. Back it up a little bit.
So Ben Street will be on for the extra point here.
We're still sending folks out there. I don't know what happened that time. Miscommunication on the sideline, some folks not really paying attention or something. But Ben Street was changing shoes. He's a straight-on kicker, so he has to change to a kicking shoe. It's a square-toed shoe. That's why he was late getting out there. But we had a couple of people come on late after him, so got to pay attention. Wow.
That kick is up. Great leg, and it's through there. 47-0, your new First State Bank score. 9:05 left here in the third period.
That was
Volunteers are in command here.
That would have been good from about 20 yards further back, I think, maybe. He put his foot in that one.
Time for another Southern Union kickoff. Again, Southern Union, begin there. You can go absolutely anywhere. We thank them for their sponsorship. All the folks that bring you volunteer football, including Kia of Auburn, Marcia Mason, attorney at law, Red's Catfish Cabin, as well as S&S Tire and Yamaha of Sylacauga. Quan McKinney to kick it off for the Volunteers. High booming kick once again. Going to be fielded inside the 10-yard line. Out across the 20. Goes left side, and it's going to be about it. They'll mark it at about the 28-yard line. Marbury will have it first down and 10.
All right, you're going to get to see the starting defense here one last time, I'm going to guess. Very important for the momentum going forward, for the psyche of that defense to not give up any big plays, not give up a touchdown here. And even though, we're going to see the second, third, fourth team defense, fourth team offense come out there later on in the ball game, get some subs in, get some playing time, it's still a big, important thing for this team to keep that shutout on the board. We hadn't
Absolutely.
We need that.
Since late October 2014.
Yeah.
First down and 10. Baggett in trouble, rolls out, comes to the near side. Going to flip it down there, going to be tipped, and Zach Horn almost with another interception.
That was a good play there by
Quan McKinney, yeah.
It started with Dawson Taylor getting back there and getting pressure, forcing him out of the pocket. And then Quan McKinney coming up, and he's a big guy, long arms, stretching up, getting his hands on that ball, and Zach Popcorn Horn right there in good coverage.
And Baggett that time went a little Jeremy Johnson. There was nowhere to throw that football.
No, he should have just thrown that one up here to us.
And he tried to sandwich it in there, and that just didn't happen.
You're down 47-0. You got to try to force some stuff at times, but he probably should have thrown that one up here to me and you. So
across the middle, too high. You're going to bring up third down and 10.
I'm going to say it, Tommy. That was
might as well.
That was a good throw. That wasn't his fault. He threw. That's timing. A lot of these passes are timing patterns. 15, the end, are playing what we call a Y receiver. It's really a hybrid tight end receiver. He got pushed off his route by McKinney, and then he sort of just he didn't run across the middle as hard as I thought he probably should have. That wasn't a terrible throw. It was a little high and a little early, but that was one that if you run a good route, that's a catchable ball.
Third down. 3 straight passes. Now he's going to tuck it in and try to run, and he's going to be drilled after a gain of a couple. So punting time for Marbury.
Good job by the defense. 3 good plays there, 3 strong plays, and the 0 is secure for a little longer, it seems.
Marbury to punt the football away, and I was corrected last year at the end of the broadcast. It's actually Marbury. But I don't know. It's just been Marbury for me for years.
That ball's
That's
going
going to not be good. It's going to hit, go back, and he's going to tip it.
Even further back.
Try to kick it again. Vols are going to pounce on it in the end zone. Is that going to be a touchdown?
I don't know the referee.
I don't know the rules. They're going to say touchdown. Vols.
Yeah, it's like blocking a punt.
It's like a punt return.
Yeah.
Who gets credit?
Well, 3 of them jumped on it, and nobody secured it, and they're going to give it to, I think it was JT that recovered it. Or maybe.
No.
Well, we had our starting defense out there.
So it wasn't JT. I have never seen anything like that.
That was a unique play there, to say the least.
To punt, go backwards punt. The punter goes up and tips it. Becomes a live ball, and then the Vols just fall on the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, Marbury is just sort of, right now they're out here they're just out here, you know, and that just proves it there. But hey,
John David Morgan
gets
credit for the touchdown.
I thought it was lit, but it was 25, not 23.
Field goal in there. 54-0, your new First State Bank score. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, it's more volunteer football right here on WAXC TV.
Purchasing a new home is easier than you think, and America's Home Place can show you the way. For over 41 years, we've built thousands of homes for people just like you. We guide you through the entire process, from purchasing a lot, finding financial options, to putting the finishing touches on your beautiful new house. Come tour our showroom and see over 100 customizable floor plans. Visit us online at americashomeplace.com/TV for a free floor plan book. America's Home Place. We make building easy.
Young's Drug Store has proudly served the citizens of Lineville and the surrounding areas for more than 50 years, providing fast, friendly service. At Young's Drug Store, you're more than just a number, which is why we strive to always greet you with a warm hello and friendly smile. Young's Drug Store offers a convenient drive-through window, prescription compounding, vaccination services, and after-hours emergency availability to better serve you. Young's Drug Store now even has the convenience of viewing and refilling your prescriptions online at youngsdrugstorellc.com. Young's Drug Store, located on Highway 9 in Lineville, 256-396-5632.
Service, selection, quality, and value is hard to find all in one package, but the all-new JD's Tire and Lube Center at the old Vosges location in Alex City delivers. Get full service at the pump with JD's no ethanol fuel and diesel fuel. JD's Tire and Lube offers any brand of tire you can name with professional installation and fast turnaround. JD's does all your vehicle maintenance work, and you can always expect great service on all we do at a price that delivers value. JD's Tire and Lube in Alex City is the total package for all your vehicle needs.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
Visit any of these area Marathon Station locations.
Want a personal car buying experience? Come by Kia of Auburn and see us. We will find you the exact vehicle that you're looking for. Want leather seats or sunroof? You got it. Red, black, or white. The choice is all up to you. We will find you the car of your dreams. You can own a 2015 Kia Sportage LX for $25,183, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by today at 1687 South College Street or shop online at kiaofauburn.com. War Eagle.
Scooter's Grill in Hagneville is serving up some good old-fashioned cooking. Scooter's Grill has a hot buffet with meats and all your favorite home-cooked sides every Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 1 and 5 to 7. Steak specials are every Friday and Saturday with a ribeye, salad bar, baked potatoes for only $16.99. Of course, all your southern flavors like your pork chops, hamburger steaks, catfish, and much more, including the famous Scooter's Burger with Scooter's Secret Sauce. So load up the family, get to Scooter's Grill for the best food at affordable prices in Hagneville. Good food, good friends, good times.
Remember when riding a motorcycle meant thinking different? It still does. Star Motorcycles. We build it. You make it your own. Make a Star your own now.
Visit Yamaha of Sylacauga on Highway 280, 256-245-2255, or online, yamahaofsylacauga.com.
7:47. Looks like we are going to go with a running clock now. Marbury with the return out across the 20, 25, finds a little gap, and will be brought down. JoJo Brannick leads the charges at about the 31-yard line. And officials stopped the clock there, but it did start just before we kicked the ball, so I thought we might have a running clock.
Yeah, I thought we did too, but maybe that referee that's running the clock is seeing the same things that you and I and everybody else are seeing, that this clock might as well be running. And one thing that I just saw on that kickoff, though, is it's getting a little chippy out there. We got to keep our composure.
That's right.
You know, we're letting what they say get to us. And a good team, a disciplined team, can't do that. And, you know, I did see some of the seniors step up there, a couple of leaders, and say, hey, you know, chill out. That's not what we're about, and that's good to see. But we've got to be mature enough to not let that bother us.
Handoff Left side, Pointer gets a couple of yards. That's about it.
And that time too, we were sending people in right before the ball snapped. We're not like we're letting the fact that we're just beating them really bad get to our, concentration, and that's not what we can do. Right now it's about preparing for next week. Next week is the biggest game to date in the season. We're playing Beauregard, playing what most people consider to be the best team in the region. We got to get out here. This is like a practice right now. It's like a really good, beneficial practice for us. We're working on the things that we need to work on. We're getting our timing down. We're getting everything set.
Baggett throws, another interception. Quan McKinney. McKinney's going to take it to the far side. Breaks the tackle, 10, and falls down at the 8 as he will be tripped up there. But another interception.
Popcorn had a chance to get it first. It bounced off his shoulder. McQuan makes a good catch coming up, and we're right back in scoring position. And I think it looks like the second-team offense is coming out this time. But,
absolutely.
But, like I was saying, this is a good opportunity for practice. And right there, the defense, what was left of the starters, they make a good play. And, you're saying, well, you're up 54-0. It doesn't really – well, it does matter. You want to play as well as you can while you're in the ballgame. So no matter if it's second, third, fourth string, whatever, your objective is to score points and not let them score.
First down and 10. Looks like Cole Burns in there at quarterback. As he'll take it, leave it left side, down to about the 5-yard line. Fresh faces in the ball game, trying to get the numbers. I believe Malik Dark on that carry.
I'm gonna say you don't see. I'm sorry. I was gonna say I'm gonna say you don't see Malik get many carries, even though he is a backup running back. It's good to get him some reps, but he's valuable on defense. So this may be the only drive he gets to play that.
Burns will keep it right side, tucks it, dives. And Burns will take it down to about the 3-yard line. Still trying to get JT that touchdown here tonight.
Well, he deserves one, man. He's a role player. He's good on special teams. He's a great possession receiver. He blocks well out there at receiver. He deserves a touchdown. And he's sneaky quick. And I think that play just proved it. He's got quick feet. He doesn't look like the fastest or quickest person out there, but he's sneaky quick, and that was a good play there from him.
Third down and goal from the 3-yard line. Ball's trying to punch it in here. Flag comes in from the far side.
And the clock's still rolling. Now they stop it.
They're trying to give us a few seconds.
Yeah. What they're giving me is a false sense of hope.
Ball's line up in the neutral zone. It's going to move it back 5.
Well, that's you got your second team offensive line in right now for the most part. That's that comes with time being out there, not having a lot of reps this year because we haven't really had a big blowout like this.
Right.
So, the more they're in there, the more comfortable they get. They'll do a little better.
Third and about 8. Hand off to Jennings. He walks in.
And that time, that second team offensive line looks pretty good.
That was a great hole on the right side.
Yeah, we got to the second level and blocked the linebackers as well. And a good run.
60-0, your new First State Bank score, 4:49 remaining in the third period. Now, I will tell you this.
Okay.
The school record for points is 60 back from 2012. This extra point will set a new record for points in a game for Central High School.
Ben Street on to kick it.
No pressure here. Anything.
No pressure.
And
good. There's a new record.
New school record, 61 points, the most ever scored by a volunteer football team.
Well, there you go. We saw history made.
That's right. We got that out of tonight. Thanks to all the sponsors bringing you volunteer football, including Blossman Gas, Cabinets Feed and Seed, Scooters Grill in Hackneyville, also Family Eye Care. Glad to have them as sponsors of volunteer football. Most combined points in a game. Let's talk about some other records. 66 points.
We're going to get that tonight.
Looks like we got a shot at that.
We're not through scoring.
Largest margin of victory is the 60-point win. Back. And I believe that was Dallas County was the opponent, if I am not mistaken.
That's a surprise. Dallas County was pretty good a couple of years ago. Or more than a couple of years ago, but a little while ago.
On down the line.
On down the line.
So 61-0 the score. It's all volunteers. Short kickoff again. Return man trying to come to the near side, goes right back into a wall of blue. And I think it's safe to also figure out, wow, we got some punches and little extracurriculars out here.
That's what I was sort of chuckling at.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, it's not funny. It's ridiculous, really. I'm gonna call it like I see it. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're getting beat 61-0, or you're beating somebody 61-0. That's just not smart.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, 61-0, and let's just be honest. The Vols could flirt with 100 if they wanted to here tonight. Let's just be honest.
If we left our starters in, you know, things go our way, we could probably, and you know, even if we put Cameron back in, they're not going to stop him, and we're not going to do that because here's the thing, you know, we'll score 61 on you, but we'll do it with class.
That's right.
And that goes to coaching, and the way you play on the field, the attitude that you use, the extracurriculars, it goes to class and it goes to the discipline that you get from your coaching staff.
We'll say a gain of 2 brings up 2nd down and 8. Zach Horn back in the ball game.
Well, it was because of equipment malfunction. He thinks he can get him one more extra snap in. I don't blame him.
Well, I think it's JoJo Brannick's got an equipment issue over here with the shoulder pads. They'll get him right back in. You know, you credit a player like Zach for staying in the game.
Right.
And being near the coaches in case something happens.
Yeah, there you go.
High snap. Back is Baggett. Looking.
Back.
It's going to be Logan Camp almost with the lineman's dream.
Yeah.
They try the middle screen. He knocks it down and almost able to pull it in.
Well, you know, we still got a couple of the veterans out there. You know, Lett's out there, Zach's out there right now. They knew because of the way the quarterback was acting, how far back he was dropping, and the fact that the defensive line came through untouched. That was a middle screen. They read it the whole way, and they were sitting right there waiting on it. And fortunately for the Marbury, how did you say you said?
Marbury's what it's supposed to be, but I can't do it.
The way that, fortunately for him, they didn't get the throw off because they were going to smack him. But
Baggett pass goes incomplete on the far boundary. So the Bulldogs got to punt it away again.
The clock guy gave us about 5 extra seconds.
He's trying.
He's doing the best he can.
You know, and again, in a lot of states, there is a rule. If you're up by 40 or so, it's a running clock. And in this situation, the trailing team has to request it. And as of the last report, Bulldog coaching staff had not requested it. Rugby-style kick gets out of there. Tell you what, I like that rugby kick, though.
Well, here's the thing.
Hit and roll.
I like it too, but here's one of the caveats to it. You saw that time Quan McKinney came through from the backside and he bumped the punter. Well, since he's running, that's not necessarily roughing the punter, and sometimes you're not going to get it called. Now, if you got a just straight on normal punter, oftentimes if they run into him like that, they'll call it. Well, since that could be a fake, you know, he could be running the ball to try to pick up a first down. They're not going to call that all the time, so there is that caveat to it. I like it too, though, because it gives the main reason because it gives your coverage team extra time to get down there on coverage. So, you know.
Burns in at quarterback. He'll leave it with Malik Dark with a spin move. Dark breaks another tackle, a third, a fourth, comes near sidelines, and he's going to come out of bounds.
That's got to be close to a late hit anyway.
Yeah, it's close, but
they didn't call it.
He'll get a gain. That's another General's Cafe first down for the Volunteers. Clock is rolling, so I think that coaches from Marbury, Jim Strickland and the gang have finally decided that they'll let this one run. And see, that's Malik coming out hobbling. That's going to be the last we see of him.
Yeah, it is.
At this point, you need him on defense.
Right. Because the team we play next week, they're going to be able to do a lot of things. They put up a lot of points throwing and running. We're going to need some pressure, and that pressure oftentimes comes from Malik. Nose guard position there, vital for our pass defense, pass coverage defense, that he gets back there and gets some pressure. So, you know, need him. Put that foot in some ice, he'll be all right.
J.J. Jennings on the carry. Gain of about 4.5. Clock rolling with 1:13 left here in the third.
And you know, right now, the score looks like we're blowing them out, and we're not trying to just run the score up. We're running the ball every time.
Right.
They just can't tackle us.
Right.
I mean, they've missed several tackles on this possession, and, you know, you're not going to tell your running back just to fall down.
Second down and long. They'll pitch it. Oh, good job by JT. Very smart. That's when he went to toss it to J.J. Jennings. There was a defender in the passing lane. So Burns keeps it. Loses only a half yard. JT's third and about 7.
He's a very heads-up player. He's a smart football player. And that's a good play there. Just eat it. You know, it's not like it's going to hurt anything right now. Good
Vols have yet to punt the football this evening. Clock is down to about 18.
They're going to let it run out, I think.
Let's let the time run out here. Take a delay of game. Or actually, will it run out before?
Yeah, it's going to be close.
It's going to be close. The race is on. And
they're not going to call it.
They're going to let that wind down. That is the end of the third. As we head to the fourth period, it's all Volunteers. A record-breaking night here tonight. Vols lead 61-0 over Marbury. We'll be back after this timeout. Vols football on WAXC TV.
Purchasing a new home is easier than you think, and America's Home Place can show you the way. For over 41 years, we've built thousands of homes for people just like you. We guide you through the entire process from purchasing a lot, finding financial options, to putting the finishing touches on your beautiful new house. Come tour our showroom and see over 100 customizable floor plans. Visit us online at americashomeplace.com/TV for a free floor plan book. America's Home Place. We make building easy.
Young's Drug Store has proudly served the citizens of Lineville and the surrounding areas for more than 50 years, providing fast, friendly service. At Young's Drug Store, you're more than just a number, which is why we strive to always greet you with a warm hello and friendly smile. Young's Drug Store offers a convenient drive-through window, prescription compounding, vaccination services, and after-hours emergency availability to better serve you. Young's Drug Store now even has the convenience of viewing and refilling your prescriptions online at youngsdrugstore.llc.com. Young's Drug Store, located on Highway 9 in Lineville, 256-396-5632.
Service, selection, quality, and value is hard to find all in one package, but the all-new JD's Tire and Lube Center at the old Vosges location in Alex City delivers. Get full service at the pump with JD's no ethanol fuel and diesel fuel. JD's Tire and Lube offers any brand of tire you can name with professional installation and fast turnaround. JD's does all your vehicle maintenance work, and you can always expect great service on all we do at a price that delivers value. JD's Tire and Lube in Alex City is the total package for all your vehicle needs.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
Visit any of these area Marathon Station locations.
Want a personal car buying experience? Come by Kia of Auburn and see us. We will find you the exact vehicle that you're looking for. Want leather seats or sunroof? You got it. Red, black, or white. The choice is all up to you. We will find you the car of your dreams. You can own a 2015 Kia Sportage LX for $25,183, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by today at 1687 South College Street or shop online at kiaofauburn.com. War Eagle.
Scooter's Grill in Hagneville is serving up some good old-fashioned cooking. Scooter's Grill has a hot buffet with meats and all your favorite home-cooked sides every Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 1 and 5 to 7. Steak specials are every Friday and Saturday with a ribeye, salad bar, baked potatoes for only $16.99. Of course, all your southern flavors like your pork chops, hamburger steaks, catfish, and much more, including the famous Scooter's Burger with Scooter's Secret Sauce. So load up the family, get to Scooter's Grill for the best food at affordable prices in Hagneville. Good food, good friends, good times.
I know you're happy 'cause you got a new bike.
Remember when riding a motorcycle meant thinking different? It still does. Star Motorcycles. We build it. You make it your own. Make a Star your own now.
Visit Yamaha of Sylacauga on Highway 280, 256-245-2255, or online, yamahaofsylacauga.com.
Third down. Handoff. Left side. Nothing there. On the carry, Shamar Slack. Brings up fourth down. Vols got to punt the football away.
Well, we're getting a couple of youngsters in there that time. I'm not going to be able to call everybody's name, but they're doing a good job. We get to see our punter for the first time tonight.
Clock rolling now. About 11 and a half left, and again the running clock, and all of us on top of the press box are thankful for that. Burns, a little bit of pressure, gets
nice
it out of there.
Punt.
High punt. Going to be taken to 25-yard line. Marbury will start there, first down and 10, 11:09 remaining here in the ball game.
All right, now we're getting our second, third team defense in there. Let's see what they can do to secure that shutout. It would be nice to see them force a 3 and out here.
First down and 10. They've stopped it, I guess, for maybe possession change.
Maybe so. There we go.
Now we're rolling. Here we go. Baggett still in there at quarterback. He'll take it, leave it up the middle. Good tackle on the inside there. That's JoJo Brannick.
JoJo Braddock's been fairly impressive the plays that he's been in. He plays good technique. He reads well, and he's done a good job tonight. He got in a little earlier with some of the starters, and that's something that, we have 3 good starting linebackers right now, but it's always good to have depth at any position. So you got to feel comfortable right now with JoJo being able to come on if something was to happen and we needed him.
This is when you reward your players who are out there playing scout team throughout fall practice, and they're getting a chance to get out here right now and get their name called out.
That's right.
Making some plays.
And right now, I got to give, they have their starters in still, Marbury does. But I've got to give the front 7 for the Volunteers the sort of advantage. They look like they've been able to hold their own, and they've done a good job so far. So maybe that'll continue on. Big third down for the second team Volunteers right here.
Third down at about 4. Vols defense trying to come up big again. Trying to preserve the shutout. Baggett looking down the middle, throw too high. Or too hot, I should say. You don't have to put that much mustard on it. You're only trying to get about 5 yards and just unable to handle it.
Well, I'm going to tell you something that a quarterback told me one time. If it hits you in your hands, you better catch it.
Yeah.
You got to deliver it with some spice. I know what you're saying. That was a 5-yard hitch. That's a pass that we throw a lot. That's a pass that Ben puts a lot of pepper behind, and we catch it. But that time, he should have slacked up a little bit and made sure that it was a sure catch for the receiver. Now they're going to punt the ball.
Put it out, put it where he can catch it. Oh my goodness! That time the rugby kick not going to be successful.
And I'm going to tell this guy, maybe you should just stop trying to do the rugby thing.
He's had a few, and I felt good about him, and then now he's struggling with that kick.
At least it was forward this time and not behind him.
That's true. I mean, that helped his average. 9:21 left in the ball game, 61-0.
Have you ever seen a negative, like a net?
I have never.
That wasn't blocked?
No, I have never seen a punt. I've seen them gain 2 or 3 yards, but I've never seen it go totally backwards and then end up in a recovery in the end zone for a touchdown. Hand off right side. Shamar Slack inside the 40 to the 39. Try to get some of these guys that are in here now.
Yeah.
Let's see. C.J. Strong is in there. Cole Burns is in there. Checking in right now is Brock Lacey. Let's see. Who else is on that front line? I believe I saw
Trent Freeman there on the left tackle, or left tackle, I think, 70.
Jacob Brown in there at a guard. There comes Brock Lacey. He's hit and will be driven back. Gain a yard or two inside about the 37.5-yard line. Slack coming back in. Third down and about 5 yards to go for the Vols.
I was telling you earlier, getting some scores. I text our score in to Elijah Country. They put it on their Facebook page. And the guy back there running all that was he updates me on some interesting scores. And I know this is going to be watched on replays and stuff, but Opelika was getting beat by 4 by Chelsea. Opelika probably one of the better teams in the state. They beat the number 2 7A team in the state last week. But they're getting beat by 4 at halftime.
Yeah.
Well, they just rattle off like 21 unanswered points.
You've heard that before, right?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's bringing up 4th down. Vols, not sure what's going on here. JT Burns comes out.
New quarterback in.
Dawson Harry in there at quarterback, okay. But it's 4th down. As they will come to the line here. Harry.
Here's a good opportunity for some of these young linemen to get a lot of good experience and get some confidence.
Wishbone set. Yeah. Handoff right side, nothing there. Wow.
Well, they send their blitz. And, you know, you got a second team offensive line. And I can't blame Marbury. Their objective is to stop the play. It's a good play call. But you got your second, third team offensive line in there. That's something that you got to learn to get your head up, pick up that blitz. You could have saw, if you had your head up, you would have saw the blitz coming before the ball was ever snapped. And you got to seal that down, get a surge and try to pick that up. But, you know, not a bad play call, I think. We're inside.
No.
You know, we're on the 40. They hadn't really been able to move the ball all night. So you're not going to punt it right there for sure.
6:55 remaining here in this ball game. Volunteers. High snap. Not a whole lot there. Logan Camp in on the stop also with a big hit there. Caleb Brown. Also checking in now for the Vols. Shamari Simmons, the freshman, will check in the secondary wearing number 8, which you might imagine.
Yeah. I was wondering with the last name Simmons how the relation was, what that is.
That would be one Stanford Simmons' son.
Really? Oh, now I'm going to have to watch him. He's a big guy for his age.
He really is, only a freshman. Good tackle over here. Caleb Brown again coming up to make the hit. Also, you got getting up from the bottom of the pile, it looks like Malik Drummond's. Also, credit goes out to Kendrick Turman.
The second team volunteer defense has looked pretty good
They really
tonight.
have. They really have.
And I'm going to say, I mean, just based off the one play I just saw and just looking at him, the future's bright in Clay County. You got 2 10th graders that are just studs that start on the offense, and you got a freshman out there that looks like a college corner right now, just his size.
Stepping back, Baggett down the middle of the field, nobody home.
Good coverage.
Again, that's great coverage. Credit looks like Lacey back there. Also number 82, Jeremy Thompson in coverage. So now going to punt the football away, and the clock stops with 5:32 remaining.
Well, that's the second time that this, second team volunteer defense has held the starting Marbury offense to a 3 and out. So kudos to them for playing good defense. They play good technique, and that's what you want out of your backups. Build a little depth right now.
Rugby kick going left.
Hey.
Got one off that time. That's a good one. Nobody back deep for the Vols. It's going to hit and go out of bounds just outside the 20 at about the 21.
Well, if you think about it, they punted a lot tonight. I mean, the game of averages, I guess. You're going to have a couple of bad ones and a couple of good ones. So the time it was a good one for him.
5 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the ball game. So let's talk a little bit about next week. We've alluded to it a lot tonight.
Yeah. And it's hard not to with a game like this.
It really is.
You don't want to look too forward in the future, especially if you're playing. You want to concentrate on the game at hand. But at the same time, you had this game in hand the entire time.
And off right side,
wow. Coming
to the near side, off and running. Down to the 45-yard line, being tripped up is going to be Paul Garrett on the carry. And he'll take it all the way down to the 42-yard line. He almost took that one to the house.
And give credit. He has a lot of speed, but give credit that time to that right side of the offensive line. A couple of youngsters in there leading the way and making some good blocks there on this starting Marbury defense at the same time. But, like you were saying, it's hard not to look into the future. You're playing the best team in your region.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing a top 10 ranked team in your classification. in the Beauregard Hornets, and you got to go down there. This is a must-win if you're going to win the region.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. And all signs point to this being the region championship. And, season, of course, is not over win or lose next week.
Right.
But, again, you've got to look. These are the top two teams that are going to be doing battle coming up next week at Tallahassee. And, again, Tallahassee winning tonight over Shelby County 43-7. They can put up some points.
Yeah, they can. I mean, what can you say about Beauregard that hadn't already been said, really? I mean, they're good offensively. They can run, they can throw. They got a good offensive line. They have a big offensive line.
We got a player down. We're going to take a timeout. We need to take a break this quarter anyway. 61-0 Volunteers on top. That's your First State Bank score. Vols football continues in a moment on WAXC TV.
You may know them from high school, from the local grocery store, or even your own neighborhood. These local teens have embarked on a new journey, one that begins at Southern Union State Community College. Visit suscc.edu/journey to see the life's journey these students have planned. We believe that you have an amazing journey ahead of you too, and Southern Union is the perfect place to begin at an affordable price close to home. Southern Union, where the journey begins.
At Cabinets Direct, we strive to provide top-quality products along with professional and courteous service. As a family-owned and operated company, we have over 40 years of combined experience in cabinetry sales and installation. We offer a wide range of cabinetry with fully customizable options. We also use only locally made products, keeping our money in our community. For more information, give us a call or visit our showroom. Cabinets Direct.
How do I know if my baby sees well? What should my preschooler be able to see? How quickly can a child's vision change? How old is old enough for contact lenses? What is macular degeneration? Is it inherited? How does diabetes cause blindness? If you've got questions, we've got answers. See Dr. James Poole and Dr. Ernest Champion at Family Eye Care, 329-8400. Check yearly, see clearly.
No matter where your day takes you, a water heater from Blossman means a reliable hot shower when you need it.
Here's the deal. Standard tank propane water heaters for only $99. Free installation.
Over the years, S&S Tire has grown into the Lake Martin area's largest volume tire dealer. S&S Tire offers the industry's best brand names: Michelin, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, Firestone, and much, much more. The tire pros at S&S offer professional installation and the region's best price. In addition to your tire needs, S&S offers full automotive mechanical work for all your vehicle maintenance and repair needs with the area's most experienced staff. Visit either of our two locations on Cherokee Road in Ellick City or at South Street in Dadeville. At S&S Tire, we're installing peace of mind for every customer we serve. Every job, every day.
The best Mexican dining experience around is found at Monte Alban Mexican Restaurant. Real authentic Mexican cuisine and atmosphere awaits you at Monte Alban, with great specials on popular dishes such as the pollo asado and beef or chicken chimichangas. Choose from select dinner or lunch combinations, and you can buy one and get one half off. Want to celebrate your birthday? Get a free drink, meal, and dessert when you dine in. Two convenient locations on the Court Square in Ashland and on Highway 9 in Lineville to serve you.
4:19 remaining here. Volunteers all on top, 61-0. Homecoming here at Vol Stadium. It's going to be a happy one. And the blue jerseys will remain a part of the repertoire for Central High School. And off up the middle, another good gain. It's going to be Garrett. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Yeah, icing on the cake there. A good hole opened up in the middle. I wasn't able to get in the numbers there of the guard in the center, but good blocking there from the line there for the Volunteers. And two, is able to, he's got a unique ability to find those seams, I think, and that's something you don't see a lot from a young running back, but he found that seam and showed his speed there, outrunning Marbury to the end zone.
67-0, your new First State Bank score. Dawson Harry going to return for the extra point now.
All right.
He needs this.
He does.
And you may think insignificant, but to a kicker, to go out on a high note tonight would be huge.
Well, it's like I said earlier, you're as good as your last kick.
Boyd Ogle's going to put it down for him. He'll get it down. Kick is up. The kick is right through there. That is huge.
Right. And there you see him. He's a little happy that time, I think.
68-0. Volunteers dominating this ball game here tonight. Coach Heron with a coachable moment over here on the side with Dawson Harry. Just telling him about the keep your head up. Good things happen. Way to kick it through the uprights.
That's right.
68-0, 3:53 remaining in the ball game. The Vols have really performed well here tonight. Let's see how they line up here on the kickoff team. A lot of fresh faces again. Make sure they have enough. 3-5. Yeah, they'll be okay. Quan McKinney to kick it off. Here with 3:53 remaining. Southern Union State Community College kickoff.
Little miscommunication
well,
there.
I counted 11 now. Evidently, I needed to count again because there were 12. Now there's 11.
Well, he sent one over there at the very end.
Okay. Making sure everybody's in the ball game.
You were right.
Trying to get everybody in the ball game here. McKinney's kick going to be taken at the 20-yard line. Coming up, going to be buried in a pile right at about the 35-yard line.
All right, Tommy, here's where you try to keep that shutout.
That's going to be the big part.
That's what you're playing for now. You got to pretend like it's 0-0.
A lot of fresh faces in here.
That's right, and your job as an underclassman, because
hold that shutout.
Those starters are going to let you hear about it if you don't. So hold that shutout.
Got Cole Burns in there at linebacker on the far side. JoJo Brannick is back in there. I guess Cole will play more of a
outside
more
linebacker.
Of an outside linebacker.
Yeah.
He's a good-sized young man. I tell you what, great kid as well. It is 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Starters are still in the game. Baggett gives it off up the middle. Nothing there.
Good job by that defensive line getting some penetration. Coming off the blocks and making a good tackle that time. 76 there and 61, I think. Have to get those names off that roster, but good job that time.
Yeah, that's, again, 61 is Caleb Brown as he leads the charges in there. 76, Malik Drummond's doing a good job. 2nd down and long. Clock rolling now with 3:15 remaining. Baggett steps back, down the middle he goes, got his man down there, and the catch is going to be made, and down to the 15-yard line. My goodness.
Yeah.
Big play for Marbury.
Yeah, you know, you got your backup corner in there, playing man-to-man. He got a little burnt that time. The safety, though, is the one that's got to come over and play help. You got to be aware of where your receivers are, and if you're playing safety in that time, they just got a little behind us. Good throw.
2:59 remaining in the ball game. Now it's rolling. Vols will try to hold on to the shutout. Bands showing their school spirit back and forth. Baggett steps back, got pressure, comes to the near side, throws it, incomplete. I'm going to tell you what, Bass came in that time, and you give credit to Jalen Bass from that outside. He was all over Baggett.
Hey, you know, I love Jalen Bass. He is a great kid. He goes to church with me occasionally, and when it's not football season, we'll play basketball. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got long arms and surprisingly agile for his size.
Very agile.
And he came off the end that time, and he looked good. He comes in with the starting defense on goal line sometimes, so you know he's familiar with what he has to do out there defensively, and he made a good play that time.
Stepping back is Baggett. Here comes Bass again. Down it goes. Too high. Incomplete.
That was just a little overthrown. He was open over here on this left side again, and you can tell that they're aiming for that left side. I don't know if they know something or about our corners or what over there, but they're trying to. They think we're susceptible over there on the left, so we got to lock it down over there.
Worked once. They go back to the well again. Thanks to all the sponsors, including Dairy Delight, folks. Go by and check you out some ice cream this weekend. One of my favorites, the foot-long chili dog with a little cheese on top, which would be great about right now.
Yes, it would. I was just thinking that.
Onion rings as well.
I don't do the onion rings. I'll take the hot dog, though, and a cup of coffee.
3rd and 10. Baggett steps back. Got pressure down the middle. He goes. It's tipped, and it's going to be.
Oh, man.
Did no one come up with it?
Gosh.
A couple of guys had a chance at it.
I don't know the guy's name, but he needs to be looking at his buddy right now. He had the interception, and his own man knocked it out of his hands.
66 is Luke Jackson. He was involved in that.
And, you know.
What was the other number? I was kind of lost there trying to pick up the number.
99 was one.
99 is going to be Dylan Miles.
Yeah. Dylan's another kid. Goes to church with us, but he's a good kid as well. But he's got
to go for the field goal here, try to get on the board. Big kick coming up here.
You got to be excited when something like that happens to guys that don't always get to play a lot. So,
trying to get on the board, Cooper with the field goal. Nope. It's going to be wide right.
And I want you to see that the loudest cheering section came from those starters down there.
Starters.
They know that the shutout is secure.
That's right.
Now anyway, so big stand there defensively for the Volunteers.
Starters went nuts over here as that kick sailed wide to the right. 68-0, 2:21 remaining. You got to think the Vols can just run the clock out here. Take this win to the homecoming dance.
Or, in my case, to the nearest my bed.
Yeah, that's probably a good call, too. Handoff right side. Good job breaking tackles out across the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I like number 2. I don't know what year he is, what grade he's
Paul
in.
Garrett, freshman. Yeah.
Expect good things from him. He's got good size, long legs.
Looks good. Boyd Ogle's in there at quarterback now. Also player checking in. Had to put the brakes on there. Wishbone set, back behind Ogles, 2nd down and 5. He'll take the snap, left side it goes. That's going to be Simmons on the carry, nothing there. So going to bring up 3rd down about 5. Now checking in the ball game, that is Sean Slack, as he will come in. Also into the game, number 35, Brock Lacey, as we are nearing a minute left to play. 3rd down and 4. Ogles brings them up. He'll take it, hand it off left side. Shamari got tripped up, couldn't get loose.
He saw a good hole there,
he
tried
did.
to cut it back, but he just got his feet tangled up with the blocker and just tripped up. But, you know, we got accomplished on that drive exactly what we wanted to. We ran it down under a minute. And we'll take our time punting this one, I'm going to guess. And by the time they get the ball, there will be about 20 seconds left. JT going back out there.
Yeah, punt the football away.
I think he had to buckle his
to find his helmet.
Yeah, find his helmet, all that good stuff, and buckle up again.
He'll take the snap, get it out of there.
Good punt.
Balls will down at about the 36-yard line, so 14 seconds. As we are winding down. 14 seconds, 68-0 the score. Again, don't forget, Tallapoosa Ford postgame show comes your way next. We'll name our Young's Drugstore Player of the Game. Tough, isn't it?
It could be a couple of them in this game.
It's going to be a lot of candidates. Vols will move back, expecting the long pass, but look for a moment like Marbury is going to settle into the victory formation, but they will again go back to that shotgun. Got a chance to get a couple of plays away. Good cut. Bo Barkley comes in there. Picked off. Intercepted. Valdez to the near side, and he's going to bring it down to the 32. And that's going to be it. And then a couple of pushing and shoving over here on the near side. Big pick over here by the Vols defense.
Well, the shutout is definitely secure now, and we'll go out there and kneel this one down, and we'll take it to the house. Actually, they're going to let the clock run on out, and that'll do it, Tommy.
That's going to wind it up at Volunteer Stadium, 68-0. Your final score here tonight. We'll come back and wrap things up from a chilly Volunteer Stadium. Tallapoosa Ford post-game wrap-up comes your way in just a moment.
For over 30 years, Tallapoosa Ford has been your family-owned auto dealer for hot trucks and SUVs. Now they're raising the bar even higher. The Ford F-150 has been the best-selling truck in America for the last 38 years. And the hot new 15s are hitting the scene, and Tallapoosa Ford and Ford trucks are #1 for a reason. America's best truck, combined with our award-winning service department for the region's best warranty work and great maintenance and service.
Hello, this is Jeff with Tallapoosa Ford. Ford trucks have led America's truck sales. Come by today and get your best deal on America's best truck. We don't want all the business, just the opportunity to earn yours.
In a world that's ever-changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities. Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a 4-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
Cabinet's Feed and Farm Supply on the corner of Highway 280 and Quarry Road in Sylacauga is Central Alabama's complete feed and farm supply headquarters, with full feed lines for horses, cattle, and pets from Purina, Nutrina, and Pennington. And if you're gearing up for hunting season, make sure to get all your clover and deer mixes. Need more space or own your own hunting club? Find full lines of Cotton State buildings at Cabinets and free delivery for 50 miles and relaxed financing. Get all your land, farm, and feed needs from Cabinets Feed and Farm on Highway 280 in Sylacauga.
General's Cafe in Newside is the area's #1 place for great food with great people. General's Cafe has only the best home-cooked food served hot and fresh and is sure to feed your appetite. General's has everything from the delicious fish plate to big juicy steaks. Come in every day for lunch and get the daily special, which will fill your belly and save you money. When you're looking for a good meal and a family-friendly atmosphere, then make the short drive out to General's Cafe on Highway 22 East in Newside.
Remember when riding a motorcycle meant thinking different? It still does. Star Motorcycles. We build it. You make it your own. Make a Star your own now.
Visit Yamaha of Sylacauga on Highway 280, 256-245-2255, or online, yamahaofsylacauga.com.
The best Mexican dining experience around is found at Monte Alban Mexican Restaurant. Real authentic Mexican cuisine and atmosphere awaits you at Monte Alban, with great specials on popular dishes such as the pollo asado and beef or chicken chimichangas. Choose from select dinner or lunch combinations, and you can buy one and get one half off. Want to celebrate your birthday? Get a free drink, meal, and dessert when you dine in. 2 convenient locations on the Court Square in Ashland and on Highway 9 in Lineville to serve you.
Dominant performance here tonight. Welcome into the Tallapoosa Ford postgame wrap-up. Tommy Wood along with David Burkhalter, 68-0. Your final score here this evening. Volunteers with a huge win. You see the teams out there meeting following this game. And David, I tell you what, from start to finish, just an impressive performance all the way around.
You're exactly right, Tommy. I mean, we just dominated that game there at every aspect. We offensively, we had a lot of momentum, had a good flow. Our timing was perfect tonight, I thought. Ben Street looked really good at quarterback. Cameron Peoples was a dominant player tonight. I mean, they had no answer for Cameron. Every carry he had, I think, probably went over 5 yards. He probably averaged close to 10 yards a carry tonight. And just a dominant performance from the offensive line. Defensively, I mean, they had no answer for our defense. I mean, they got a couple of big passes. We had a couple of blown coverages, but other than the few big plays, we were able to hold them all night, and they were at our mercy, defensively.
Yeah, it was a dominating performance start to finish, 68-0. That tells the story right there as the Volunteers move to 4-2. Again, Tallapoosa Ford, a proud sponsor of the postgame wrap-up. Again, they don't want all the Ford business, just yours. Go by and see them at Tallapoosa Ford. We'll take this time out, come back and name our Young's Drugstore Player of the Game, and wrap things up from victorious Volunteer Stadium as Vols football continues in a moment.
Service, selection, quality, and value is hard to find all in one package, but the all-new JD's Tire and Lube Center at the old Voshis location in Alex City delivers. Get full service at the pump with JD's no ethanol fuel and diesel fuel. JD's Tire and Lube offers any brand of tire you can name with professional installation and fast turnaround. JD's does all your vehicle maintenance work, and you can always expect great service on all we do at a price that delivers value. JD's Tire and Lube in Alex City is the total package for all your vehicle needs. General's Cafe in Newside is the area's #1 place for great food with great people. General's Cafe has only the best home-cooked food served hot and fresh and is sure to feed your appetite. General's has everything from the delicious fish plate to big juicy steaks. Come in every day for lunch and get the daily special, which will fill your belly and save you money. When you're looking for a good meal in a family-friendly atmosphere, then make the short drive out to General's Cafe on Highway 22 East in Newside.
Young's Drugstore has proudly served the citizens of Lineville and the surrounding areas for more than 50 years, providing fast, friendly service. At Young's Drugstore, you're more than just a number, which is why we strive to always greet you with a warm hello and friendly smile. Young's Drugstore offers a convenient drive-through window, prescription compounding, vaccination services, and after-hours emergency availability to better serve you. Young's Drugstore now even has the convenience of viewing and refilling your prescriptions online at youngsdrugstorellc.com. Young's Drugstore, located on Highway 9 in Lineville, 256-396-5632.
Red's Catfish Cabin in Crackford, Alabama is adding tailgate specials just for you. Hot wings, mile wings. You can buy 1 or 200. Get with Larry and the crew at 256-354-7705. Now, they're still going to have that delicious catfish that they're known for, sweet tea, which they're known for, and everything else. If you've never eaten at Red's Catfish Cabin, I want you to go today. That's in Crackford, Alabama.
Are you sure we should take this billboard down?
People find out State Farm does car loans as well as they do insurance. Our bank is through.
Good point. Grab an edge.
Look, there's 2 guys on the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
No, for real, there's 2 dudes on the State Farm
Borrow Better banking sign.
Gentlemen, please get down from the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign. Phil, get the hose.
Okay, he's getting the hose.
All right, let's go.
Want to borrow better? Contact State Farm agent Mike Coleman about a car loan that can save you hundreds.
You see the Volunteers there and taking part in the alma mater as they celebrate this homecoming win tonight. And again, welcome back in Tallapoosa Ford post-game wrap-up. Volunteers moved to 4-2 tonight after a impressive 68-0 win over the Marbury Bulldogs. And David, I tell you, we started talking about who to go with on the player of the game, and I tell you, so many candidates here tonight. But I tell you, we've got to go with the big uglies down low, and a couple of guys there that you and I talked about during the broadcast have come so far from the week 1 to week 6, and it's just been an impressive performance. And again, it's time to name the Young's Drugstore players of the game.
Well, Tommy, I mean, we're going to go with 2 offensive linemen the right side there, Neil Anderson, the right guard, and Adam Brown, the right tackle. 2 seniors. They've done a great job of stepping up and leading that offensive line from the beginning of the season to this point in time. I think that the offensive line has been the most improved part of our ball team here. And I had an opportunity to speak with Coach Campbell, the offensive line coach, and he gave credit to those 2 guys, the senior right side of that offensive line. They did an outstanding job tonight. Of course, they had no answer for our big stud running back Cameron Peoples tonight, and part of that was because they had no answer for our offensive line. We were able to open up holes all night tonight. We moved the ball at will. They did an outstanding job. One caveat to that is we got to get a little bit better on goal line offense, but they know that. They'll work on that this weekend, and we'll get ready for a big game next week against Beauregard.
Big game next Friday night, folks. Make plans to be at Beauregard. The Hornets and the Vols will be doing battle next Friday night. Should be a dandy of a matchup here in Class 5A Region 3. Folks, that's going to wrap it up again from a chilly Volunteer Stadium, but a victorious one, and that'll warm the heart there as the Vols get a 68-0 win. For David Burkhalter, I'm Tommy Wood saying so long. See you next Friday night with more Vols football on WAXC TV.
Purchasing a new home is easier than you think, and America's Home Place can show you the way. For over 41 years, we've built thousands of homes for people just like you. We guide you through the entire process from purchasing a lot, finding financial options, to putting the finishing touches on your beautiful new house. Come tour our showroom and see over 100 customizable floor plans. Visit us online at americashomeplace.com/TV for a free floor plan book. America's Home Place. We make building easy.
The best Mexican dining experience around is found at Monte Alban Mexican Restaurant. Real authentic Mexican cuisine and atmosphere awaits you at Monte Alban, with great specials on popular dishes such as the pollo asado and beef or chicken chimichangas. Choose from select dinner or lunch combinations, and you can buy one and get one half off. Want to celebrate your birthday? Get a free drink, meal, and dessert when you dine in. 2 convenient locations on the Court Square in Ashland and on Highway 9 in Lineville to serve you.
Scooter's Grill in Hagneville is serving up some good old-fashioned cooking. Scooter's Grill has a hot buffet with meats and all your favorite home-cooked sides every Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 1 and 5 to 7. Steak specials are every Friday and Saturday with a ribeye, salad bar, baked potatoes for only $16.99. Of course, all your southern flavors like your pork chops, hamburger steaks, catfish, and much more, including the famous Scooter's Burger with Scooter's Secret Sauce. So load up the family, get to Scooter's Grill for the best food at affordable prices in Hagneville. Good food, good friends, good times.
For over 30 years, Tallapoosa Ford has been your family-owned auto dealer for hot trucks and SUVs. Now they're raising the bar even higher. The Ford F-150 has been the best-selling truck in America for the last 38 years. And the hot new 15s are hitting the scene, and Tallapoosa Ford and Ford trucks are #1 for a reason. America's best truck, combined with our award-winning service department for the region's best warranty work and great maintenance and service.
Hello, this is Jeff with Tallapoosa Ford. Ford trucks have led America's truck sales. Come by today and get your best deal on America's best truck. We don't want all the business, just the opportunity to earn yours.
Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. 'Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay